The views, thoughts, and opinions on this podcast belong only to the hosts and the guests. They don't necessarily reflect any organization or sponsors connected to us. We aim to keep things accurate, but everything you hear is shared for information, conversation, and entertainment. We're going to dive into good laughs, tough talks, and that genuine feel that you came for. So get comfortable, relax into the vibe, and let the moment unfold. This is Keep It Clean. Lock in.
Because if that means it changes now, did you always feel like it? Then two, if you change it now,
is this needed? Is it accessible? Does it change up everything? What's your thoughts? Does it limit anything?
So the G League
There's a game that's second place. Yes, that's second place.
Tell me why I'm watching the game on ESPN. One of the banners in the background is YouTube TV for the game, but we can't even watch it. How does that make sense?
$20. I don't want no $20. I want the game.
And every time you see me, I keep it clean like a coaster.
Welcome back. It's the Keep It Clean Sports Side, episode 27. We got full cast with us today. We got some exciting topics for you today. We're going to get into different couple of bags, but first and foremost, if you've been here, not new here, we appreciate you. If you're new to the team, welcome you in. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at The Keep It Clean Show. All right, you can follow us on all three platforms. We still debating in the group chat on whether or not I say this, but it's a like, comment, subscribe is much appreciated, right? Let's get into what we're actually going to talk about today, right?
Hey, real quick, there's no sound coming through on the TikTok.
There's no sound. Oh, man. Sound like it now?
Like it now? Yep, we got it now.
Oh,
there we go.
We got F1. We got NBA. We know Bam, how we actually feel about it. We're going to get into that. And then we got the free agencies, trades that have been happening in the NFL. Boys are ready. So let me go ahead and do some productions. We got the whole team here, right? We got one that's also coming in late, but it don't matter. Brother Abe, Flint, the Hooper himself, Mr. Detroit Pistons basketball, by way of LA. How goes it?
It's always a compliment and a backhand with it. So yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I appreciate it. Here with the fellas to talk some sports. Obviously, Bodega being with us, we're going to talk some F1 today, so I'm excited about it. Even got my plus 44 with me here to support my boy, Sir Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, definitely excited. Let's get into it.
Okay. Gary Indiana himself allowed Freddie Gibbs to get the career that he has. Hello, go member. The mailman. How you feeling today?
I'm your favorite TikToker's favorite TikToker, and I'm your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. So I'm doing good, man.
Say less. All the way from New York, the first person to have cleated Timbs, right? When he stepped out on the field, when Riley hoops and Timbs, Tim only. Brother Bodega, how it goes, man? First time on the sports show in the most recent episodes, man. How you feel?
Brother, it is my second time on the sports show.
I don't remember
how many times I'm about to tell you that. Second time on the sports show, but we doing a little, keep it clean crossover here to, do business, do maintenance. What can I say?
Say less, man. But we gonna get straight into it, bro. We got highlights. We got bozos of the week. Who want to go first?
Yeah.
Listen. All right. My keep it clean is very short and sweet. Atlanta, there are only two left-hand quarterbacks in the league. Why do we have both of them? Please explain it to me. Matt Ryan, this is not how your tenure is supposed to be going. We hired Kevin Stefanski. Why? We let Darnell Mooney go, and now we got three no-name new wide receivers on this. No, two no-names in Austin Hooper. What are we supposed to do with that? We're not gonna have what's his name? JPJ. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have him for the season. Go ahead and wrap it up. Why we not investing in deep? Y'all just like to hurt my feelings every day. That's all it is. I know it. Y'all just like to break hearts. I ain't got nothing else for them. Whatever.
You on Dodgers no name receiver, bro.
Bro, they're no name receivers. We got Drake London and 2 no name receivers.
Hooper's not even a receiver. He's a tight end.
He's a tight end, and he's a tight end past his prime.
That's paid, man. Do you have a highlight? Did they just ruin your altogether?
Watch this. This entire team, we did all these moves. Watch this. We're gonna be at, was it 9-8, 8-9, something. It ain't gonna amount to nothing.
You're not about to depress me today as a Falcons fan, Bodega. We're gonna come back to you later on. Jamel A, what y'all got?
Go ahead, Jamel.
You know, I've been gone for a while, so you heard about the Olympian who apologized to his girl for cheating on her on live TV during the Olympics?
Yeah.
Oh man, what was he thinking?
Bro got to the Olympic Village and let it out.
And then he made it worse because she wouldn't take him back because he embarrassed her. So
yeah, that's kind of how that works. Yeah.
You know, but my highlight, it's the Bears. It's the Bears. The Bears are making smart moves. God, what were they talking about? Oh man. I forgot. But anyway, their point was the Bears should make the Super Bowl this year. And I'm going to agree. We're going to step over Detroit. Everyone's going to step on Green Bay. So Atlanta, obviously, no competition.
Wow.
Different division. But I
Wow.
figured my man's here, so I figured I'd just give a shout out to Atlanta real quick. You know,
Listen, that's crazy because like I love the city of Chicago and I love Gary, Indiana. I have some history in Gary. Okay,
thank you.
I'm saying we're not gonna talk about all that, but I got some history in Gary. You ain't had to step on me like that, bro. You ain't had to.
Just kept it straight for no reason.
Specifically, the Falcons. I'm not talking about the Hawks. Atlanta.
That's the same level of depression. It's the same level of depression. Name Atlanta sports team. It's the same level of depression. It don't matter.
That's
We
rough.
do
Right
play
now.
the Bears this year, Bodega, by the way. That's part of the reason why he took that shot. So we play them.
It's okay. It's gonna be a depressing season regardless.
I don't want to get off my Bears, even though I'm going to slide a little bit. I think it was pretty smart because you have Michael Penix Jr. And if he's your long-term quarterback, he's a lefty. And receivers, they have to adjust to quarterbacks, be it right-handed or left-handed. So to have Tua come in, another lefty, it actually helps them out. So if they do decide to stick with Penix in the long term, you're going from a left-hand quarterback to a left-hand cornerback back to your original left-hand quarterback. But if they decide to keep Tua, they already had Penix. So I think it's a little smart. I don't know if it makes you feel any better. No.
One has 3 torn ACLs, the other has 3 concussions. Like I don't know what you want me to like.
3 concussions per game. My man be throwing up more game signs and touchdowns. So
You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like
I wish I had 2 sets of hands so I could give that comment 4 thumbs down.
Go for it, eh?
Jamel tried to come back and be a nice guy and give some positivity to our Atlanta brothers so that way they could feel better after just stepping all over them with cleats and the Tim cleats as well. Anywho,
I'm preparing for that 5-12 season. That's all I'm doing.
He already said it's not going to be a great season. He said 9-8, but you're going to bring up 5-12.
5-12, just you know.
You see what he's doing? He's still throwing straight. It's okay.
I didn't hear the
you.
9-8. My bad. That's on me.
But we heard that 5-12 comment. Anyways, my highlight of the week this week is something that I'm glad my brother Bodega's here with us for. That is Sir Hamilton finishing P4 this year, starting off the season really well, and with that being the first race of the year, placing himself where he could have almost been on a podium, where he hasn't seen a podium in quite some time. That's definitely something to look forward to. That's my highlight of the week. My bozo of the week Very simple and plain. Baltimore, we saw that. This ain't the first time you did that. This ain't going to be the last time you did that. And we saw that. Okay?
It's a smart move, honestly.
It's a smart move. You get to keep your picks. You get to have Trey, and you still get to have the edge rusher that you need with 2 first-round picks. I'm cool with the logic behind what you did, but it was still dirty. It was still dirty. You had the whole city turned up thinking Max was going to be in that purple. You had him on the Instagram. You did all that. And then all of a sudden, something ain't right with his physical. The boy just got out of surgery. You knew what you were sending your money for. So don't try to withdraw the money now talking about, oh, no, we didn't know he had that. Stop it. They sent all the information over. You knew the player that you were getting, the potential that he could be. But you said, you know what? I can keep both first and get Trey. Let me holler at him real quick. It's a good move. It's a good football move, but it is dirty, and this is not the last time we will see this from Baltimore because it wasn't the first.
Fair enough. Join us midway through, man. By way of Shreveport all the way to Texas. Kobe's second biggest fan next. I'll let y'all debate that. We doing highlights, bro. You got a sports highlight or a sports bozo of the week. Welcome, Rudy. It's been a while.
What's going on, y'all?
Resident old heads. We got Rudy and Jamel here today. In the middle.
Which was the old head?
You the oldest. You. He's a old head.
I got you, Mel. It's all good. It's all good.
You got a highlight of the week as far as sports, or you got a bozo of the week. That's where we at right now.
Highlight of the week. Shout out to Bam. Bozo of the week. Shout out to Miami.
I like how you said that.
Hey, look, I don't have a bozo, but I would like to say prayers up for Joe Burrow. Because even though they didn't get Max Crosby, Baltimore did get Hendrickson.
It's
so now
crazy.
6 times a year. Hendrickson, Myles Garrett, and
TJ.
And TJ. Yeah, this is pain.
And
he already injury prone.
There's a reason he in that conference,
bro.
And the Ravens are 100% going to draft another defensive end. Like, I just want y'all to know. I just know what y'all like.
Yes.
Hey, 100%. You seeing how fast the linebacker group was during the conference? Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
They have a top 20 pick. They getting them somebody nice too.
The Ravens, to Abe's point, did one of the dirtiest moves we've seen, but it's business. It's business. We understand what the game is. They might have lowered Max Crosby's signing potential. It don't look like underwear, but Joe Burrow didn't care about none of that. All he saw was the ESPN update, threw his phone into a wall, and paid Apple for the next iPhone 18 that's supposed to come out. That's how it looks to Burrow, right? I'm gonna say the highlight one. My Twitter feed after Bam's 83-point game. It's been nothing but Kobe defenders and anti-Kobe attackers, and I've loved every single minute of it, man. We know we're gonna get into it in a little bit, but that's my highlight of it. What I'm gonna do is we have a beautiful crossover, though. All right, we got 2 Atlanta Falcons fans. I'm only part Atlanta, by the way. Everything else is next. I want you to throw that ill with me. I don't have nothing to do with the Braves, no Hawks, no none of that. My only depression is the Falcons. I need you to leave that alone, right? So we got 2 Falcons fans. We got 2 diehard Kobe fans. We got 2 old heads. There's a lot of crossover. But we're gonna start off there. Bodega and A Walker's.
Oh, we starting with Formula One? All right, bet.
Go ahead.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen who don't watch Formula One, I just want you to know the new season has kicked off, and it is fantastic in both the best and worst way possible. Okay, all right, best way possible. It looks like we may actually have a championship battle this year against Ferrari, which hasn't been in a proper championship battle in over like 20 years. We you know what I'm saying? You can say 2022, but that's not the case, right? And then Mercedes is finally back after a run of Red Bull and McLaren domination. The new rules, there's a ton of them. I'm not about to explain them to you here. Like I'm not about to do that. Like I'm not going to explain that to you, but just know that both the engines or the power units and the cars changed this year. The chassis, the cars, they look great, don't they? Like they are squirmy. They don't have a lot of downforce compared to the previous years. They're moving all around under, like it's fantastic. The PUs and whatever, but man, what a season. It was just race one.
I got to agree with you. With the new rules that came into play, we knew things were going to be interesting because, it's just different. The regulations have been talked about for the last 2 years, and then they finally went into effect. You have Max Verstappen, who's comparing the new racing to his Nintendo Switch and playing Mario Kart when you try to get a mushroom and, catapult yourself a little further past the car in front of you to only be overtaken by the car in the chicane in the next turn. So there's so many different areas in this race that have changed. But the main point is Max Verstappen going to be Max Verstappen? Is Lewis going to be Lewis? Is Shaw going to be Shaw? It's still the big names that we know and love in F1 that are going to be right there at the top of the heap. The only question we have right now is Oscar Piastri going to be anywhere in this year after losing it last year when he was leaps and bounds the best driver for half the races at least? And then is McLaren going to be anywhere near the domination that they've had over the last 2 years? We don't know. That's what we're interested to see, and we'll find out.
There's no reason why Oscar Piastri should have lost that championship last year, but they're not going to be in the run. You already see what Mercedes doing with the power units. They did not unlock the full potential on those PUs. They are cooked. They're cooked. McLaren cooked. Williams, y'all are cooked. I don't know. Look, y'all spent 2 years talking about 2026, only for it to come around and for y'all to fall flat on your face. I don't want to hear nothing about no overweight car. I don't want to hear that. Y'all suck. Alpine, y'all suck. I mean, that's you know what I'm saying? Y'all changed power units and ain't nothing changed at all.
How Aston Martin didn't show up?
Aston Martin, listen, bro. Listen. I don't know what possessed y'all to partner with Honda 2 years after everybody else had started work on their power units. But y'all should have known better. Y'all should have known.
They thought Adrian Newey was God in that moment.
Yeah, but I mean, Andrew, he was late too. Newey was late from the gardening leave from leaving Red Bull. Fine, but like, you can't start 4 months behind the 8 ball in Formula One and expect everything to be okay because you hired a group. That's just not how the sports works. That's just not how it works, bro. The car engineering and wind testing and all of that. Oh, they also had a delay because of their wind tunnel. They got the new wind tunnel up and running, but like,
no one's fault but they own. No one's fault but they own. We've all known about the regulations. We've all been saying let's scrap the 2025 car, the 2024 car, because we're all working towards 2026. That's how Sainz got sold on Williams. That's how all the drivers have been looking forward to the new regulations that have been changed. And you sit here and you look at the cars and they dirt. Whose fault is that?
Meanwhile, Haas looks like a problem. Like Haas looks like a problem. And and by the way, we have a brand new team. Well, we have 2 brand new teams. We have Cadillac joining the grid for the first time ever. Cadillac, GM, TWG, Andretti Motorsports, they spent about $1 billion just to be on the grid this year. If you need to know the scope and scale of Formula One, they are spending the net worth of the Cowboys to be on the grid and participate in Formula One this year. All right. Audi, welcome to the club.
Sorry.
Y'all don't look bad.
Bypass that. They're spending what?
Formula One is expensive, bro.
You gotta spend bread.
Formula One is expensive. Like they had to pay the teams. They had to pay the teams $500 million just to let them in. They had to pay the other teams $500 million just to say okay.
Yeah, because that's why it's always a fight. Because in the top 3 or 4 teams, that sponsorship dollars that get spread out at the end of the season matters. Because that's the difference between us hitting the numbers or redlining. because there's a lot of these F1 teams that be like, man, we got to actually pay out this year because we didn't make enough to make up from what we lost this last year.
And this is with the cost cap.
I'm learning.
This is with the cost cap. Like, but pre-cost cap was Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari spending $700 million a year just on engineering and research. We're not talking about the actual going racing. We're not talking about replacement parts. We're not talking about paying drivers. Like, I think was it Hamilton makes what, 50 million a year?
70.
Something like 70. Yeah, he get paid like your top QB yearly. Yeah, man. Formula One is a different sport. Is a way different sport.
I'm new to this, so I didn't realize how much money was being spent, which also makes sense as why this is predominantly European sport.
Yeah,
the cost of a franchise to be spent for a team is blowing my mind right now.
And mind you, they are. This is brand new team, brand new engineering, brand new employees. So they're gonna suck for like 5 years. They're paying the worth of the Cowboys to suck for 5 years just to potentially be maybe a mid-range team by 2029.
That was the point I was going to make. Imagine paying $1 billion and your starting quarterback is your wonderful 44-year-old boy from the Indianapolis Colts, Philip Rivers.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Imagine
that's
what you did. You spent all your bread just to be on the field, and then you brought in Philip Rivers to be your guy. They've got Bottas and Perez. OGs back in the day, they used to do something, haven't seen the grid in years, and now they just come in and like, oh, hey, we got a car. We need some help. Can you help us? And they're here. Literally that same scenario. They called them back from being out for 4 or 5 years to come drive a car and do it at 200 miles per hour.
So they're the Cowboys.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Audi is new to the grid this year too. They took over for Sauber. Sauber was a historic Formula One team, 30-something years. Audi came in, they bought the team. They're now, full-on German. They also have they have Nico Hülkenberg, which is like Joe Flacco. So effectively having like Joe Flacco starting. So yeah, man. It's shaping up to be a good season, right? Shaping up to be a good season, but like there's just so much there. Like everything is new this year too. It's the power unit and chassis differences. It's like let's say if the NFL adopted the CFL rule set or adopted like a college rule set for the new season, right? So all new rules, all new calls, all new penalties, all new. That's like the significance to the engineering change that happened on the Formula One side. It is it's crazy. The races are exciting. They're at all times of day and night. Pick a driver. If you don't know what Formula One is, or you maybe you're interested from this conversation, go to Netflix, watch Drive to Survive, pick a driver, pick a team, call it a day.
It's easy to follow a Drive to Survive. There's 3 teams that you got to be watching out for this year. And the third team, we don't really know because it'd be a toss-up between a few. Mercedes is going to be in the conversation this year. Ferrari is going to be in the conversation this year. That third team is a mix between Red Bull, McLaren, and then the potential for Haas or one of the other lower level teams that have been there for years is on that third stint. So VCARB could also be in there. It's a toss-up for the third team. I'm not exactly sure who's going to be there, but if I've got money to bet, Max Verstappen is going to make something happen to be in that third slot because he almost won it by himself last year. So come on, man. If you win a whole division by yourself, I don't know what to tell you.
He went from 20th to 6th. He finished 6th on the grid last race in Australia. Started P20. Like he is a problem, and he's the only Formula One driver that can do non-Formula One things outside of Formula One. So, he is competing in Formula One. He's also competing in the Nürburgring 24, which is a very historic race on the endurance side. We haven't seen that before ever. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man. If that Red Bull powertrain holds up, if it can hold up at least halfway through the season, he will be in that mix for sure.
Oh yeah, just because of the driver that he is. Can't hear you,
brother.
Dave.
We can't hear you, brother. You muted. What happened?
No, keep it going down. My fault.
I said, I need y'all to send me the names of the black drivers. And
the black drivers. There's one black driver, my brother. There's one black driver, Lewis Hamilton.
There it is.
So, just like for quick reference, right? So you could say Lewis Hamilton is. Hey, would you say he's Jordan or LeBron?
I would say he's LeBron because he has to beat the Jordan allegations all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So Lewis Hamilton is your LeBron James of the league. Historically speaking, Senna would be like your Kobe. Max Verstappen is like I don't know who to compare him to in like the modern NBA because he's like a
he might be your Anthony Edwards. He ain't got no ring yet, but he might be your Anthony Edwards where he just comes in, he shakes everything up.
Yeah. If Anthony Edwards ends up with 2 or 3 rings, then you could say he's Max Verstappen, certainly. Charles Leclerc.
Because Schumacher is the one that they go to all the time whenever they talk about it because he's got 7 world championships. So that's the Michael Jordan that I would refer to that he has to beat the allegations for the LeBron comment. So there's plenty of people in the list of drivers in between that where you can toss in your Kobe's, your Steph's, your Kawhi's. You've got plenty of names that you can kind of throw in there, but Schumacher is number one.
Actually, that's the good comparison. Max Verstappen is actually Stephen Curry. Actually,
I was gonna,
yeah. He's actually Steph Curry.
4 champs too.
Yeah, came in, shook everything up, had everybody shook, had the OG shook, and like it's just like, yeah, I'm here to ball. I don't really care about whatever.
And that's why you give Lewis LeBron because Max came in and interrupted Lewis's dominance when that conversation was all about Lewis Hamilton. It switched and it was 4 straight.
That brother won 4 straight. Man.
Almost a 5th if they would have tripped up at the last second.
Okay, man. I'm gonna start off with Lewis Hamilton, and I'll be hitting y'all on the side just to make sure I'm on the right path. A was trying to convince me to get the F1 PlayStation game, and I told him it's either I get the game and go all in, or I can't invest. I need the whole setup.
Drive to Survive will help you. It'll help you.
Yeah.
It'll help you dive right in because you get into the in and out of the sport. You'll learn the sport, and then you'll also learn about your driver. You'll be straight.
Yeah, lady cleaners. If listen. Formula One is more dramatic than any show that you watch. Love is Blind, Bad Girls Club, Baddies, Love and Hip Hop, whatever show you want to say that you get your drama from, Formula One is more dramatic than all of it. It's the politics, the back and forth, the cattiness, the arguing, and you get the sports on top of it. Go watch Drive Live.
And the athletes get to actually say how they feel. Most of the time they kind of have to code switch when they're in front of the camera because they have to say it in the most political way. Nah, they'll let you know engineers suck. The strategy sucked. They shouldn't have took us out. I mean, the cars suck. Look, they'll tell you, Dad, they'll be like, so how do you feel? Do you feel like you can get into the race and be successful? No.
Who's running the show suck?
Yeah.
The stewards, the refs, nah.
Netflix, quit following me to my trailer. Get out of here. The whole 9, bro. It is right there for you.
Okay, man. All right, say less. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I learned something, man. Okay. Well, y'all tell me. Y'all want to get to the NBA or y'all want to get to the NFL first? Because both was filled with shenanigans this week. I got
NFL.
one vote for NFL.
NFL.
Yeah, man.
That's two.
Let's run, man.
That's
Let's
three.
run.
All right,
Let's
that's
run
majority.
NFL.
That's majority, man. Where y'all want to start? There's been a lot of trades. There's been a lot of free agents. Somebody got cheesed, as we mentioned earlier. Shout out to the Ravens.
The Ravens are 100% drafting a defensive end. They're going to draft a linebacker, defensive end hybrid, and the rest of the AFC North, y'all are cooked. Don't know what to tell you.
John
Yeah,
Harbaugh over here messing around like he's in the NIL in college, grabbing all these Raven players. You ain't slick, dude. How you just gonna go up the street a little bit and then just start snatching everybody away from the whole organization? We saw that.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's
I'll
okay.
throw out there.
He'll be cursed either way.
Okay. Well, I'll say it. I'll add another team. The Raiders have been doing some sneaky moves, and I see what Tom Brady been up to. I see you got a little bit of percentage as an owner over there. I see what you did. I would venture to say, can't prove it. You know me. I'll just throw something out there. You knew that the Ravens were going to say another Max Crosby. That's what I'm going to venture to say. You knew what you was doing. In the meantime, you went and picked you up the best center in the league. If he's not the best, he top 3. Go ahead.
He's the best.
You got the number 1 draft pick. Went ahead, got you another receiver. And you got you a whole linebacker core. I see what y'all doing out there in Vegas. I see it. I'm paying attention. All the while, the Cowboys still ain't did nothing. You always got to get an obligatory Cowboy shot in there.
We tried to get Max.
Cowboy
We tried to get Max. That's all you heard from the Cowboys camp. We tried. We really wanted to, but two first.
You can go get him right. You can go get him right now. Right now.
Right.
He ain't worth 2. Like regardless of what the background story is, he not worth 2 first now. He worth. You might get 1. Might get 1.
That's why I said Tom.
1 in the 5th.
Tom knew what he was doing.
Yeah, somebody go get him because he don't want to be there in Oakland anyway. And that's the other thing. The Raiders are hamstrung. Like he don't want to be there. He's not gonna play for them.
No.
Okay, so we can start with the most recent news. Kyler Murray signs with the Vikings. What's this mean?
JJ, go ahead and hang it up. It's cooked for you, my boy. You might as well go ahead and go to the Colts. Go to another rebuilding franchise. It's cooked.
The only reason why I say I don't know if JJ's cooked in this is because they only signed Kyler for 1 year. If they would have signed him for multiple years, I would have said, JJ, pack your bags. This might be a situation where they let him learn and then give him another chance. I'm not saying it's completely over. I think this might be a show and prove kind of situation for both quarterbacks.
You know, typically when you want your young quarterback to learn, you bring in a professional vet. I think the only thing Kyler can teach him is how to play Call of Duty. I mean,
oh my God,
dude is in love with his video games, man. That was his problem in Arizona. He got the big contract, and then he didn't care about studying. And he's not a mentor. You'd bring in your Matt Hasselbecks and your Mitch Trubisky's and you know these older guys, who are professionals. They're not the best quarterbacks.
So just bring in dirt
in the locker room. And I don't think Kyler Murray, while talented, still small, but extremely talented, I don't think he has the leadership qualities that you look for in a quarterback. So I don't think he can help JJ in that regard.
But he's a dog, though. But I'm saying, like, I'm not going to bring in no dirt so that way McCarthy can just learn the system. Like, I want to bring in somebody who's a dog. Kyler can still play. His questioning behind, like, if he's studying the plays and all this other stuff, like, we've been there before, we've done that, but we know that Kyler can still ball. So, like, if he can come in and show and prove that he can still go get a major contract elsewhere, that's fine. Or if they decide to sign him and not make the same mistake twice and let a good guy go, that's something you can do. But I don't think you bring in somebody that literally can't hold the football for two plays back to back.
I don't think anyone brings in someone they think is a bad player. What I'm saying is, to be a quarterback, you have to be well-rounded. It's great to have skill, but Tom Brady didn't have the strongest arm. He just didn't. Joe Montana didn't have the strongest arm. He didn't. But they made up for their lack of talent because Dan Marino was more talented. John Elway's more talented than both of them. But they're more successful because up here, they had it going. Kyler Murray doesn't have it up here. You can have the dog in you all you want, But if you're not set up here, if you don't know the plays, what are we doing? And you definitely.
But to your point,
Okay,
but to your point, you're saying that you don't bring anybody that you don't think is a bad player, right? We can prove
Not
that
purposely.
point all. Okay, we can prove that point all up and down if we want to, because just like in the NBA, sometimes you bring in a vet that might have been good a while back, but ain't good now. That's dirt. It doesn't matter if you're looking at him going, oh, he had 3 championships and all that. If the dude ain't made a snap in 5 years, what are we talking about? When you had Carson Wentz on the backside of your football field, the boy was in a sling and a linebacker's jock, and then everything else that was going on with this team. This man was literally built like Megatron coming out to go play football, and he still got hurt. You knew he was damaged goods when you went to go get him. There are several players that I can name off right now, if you want me to, that are trash, dirt, bottom of the barrel that you go get, so that way you don't have to threaten your starting quarterback, or he has the knowledge or the pedigree of being successful back in the day.
So let's look at it, because if you go NBA, there's a reason why Minnesota traded Mike Conley Jr. to Chicago, who traded him to Charlotte, and once Charlotte released him, Minnesota brought him back. Because he's a good locker room guy. He can no longer blow by people.
Michael Conley's not someone I would label as dirt.
What would you label him as? Because his game is garbage right now. But it's because
I don't think Michael Conley is garbage. I think he's a great backup point guard right now, because he's not 25 anymore.
He's the backup to the backup right now.
Great might be a stretch.
You trying to compare Michael Conley and Carson Wentz is crazy. Because
you brought up the NBA. I'm just bringing up a point.
I know. I'm saying
just a great locker room guy.
The NBA. No, but I'm saying just like in the NBA, you can have people on the bench. Like Jared Dudley had no reason to be on your team, other than to be the veteran leadership in the locker room and everything else. You paid him to be there to keep people accountable. There was no other reason to keep his fat behind on your basketball team. So I just you know what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, but we keep it real. Like there are plenty of people out there that they know is a great locker room fit. And they're like, yo, I'm going to get him because I need him to right the ship in this area, or I need him to lead the young buck over here. That does not mean that they brought them in there because they thought they were a good talent.
So there's different parts to playing for any sport. You have to have a great athlete, real smart, team player. Like you have to check all these different boxes. And sometimes you will bypass a certain box because you're like, he just has so much skill. Terrell Owens is a prime example. Everywhere he went, he was a headache, but he was just so talented. He was so talented. Kyler Murray is not, granted, different positions, but Kyler Murray is not Terrell Owens. He's not. He's nowhere near that level.
Quick question for both of y'all. I see a comment. How do y'all feel about the sentiment that they didn't give JJ a fair chance before they went in? I think either way they had to sign the backup because you needed a backup. If he got hurt again, you can't go back to Carson Wentz. I did think that they were going to try to pull Kirk back, but obviously that didn't happen. So they chose Kyler Murray over Kirk. But how do y'all feel about the sentiment they didn't give JJ a fair chance?
I mean,
it's much cheaper.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I was going to say, I mean, we talked about this before the cameras popped on, but like, honestly, JJ shouldn't have been starting last year. Like, to be honest, I mean, he got injured in the preseason. He spent the entire year rehabbing, and then so he wasn't really with the team or anything like that. Didn't have the time to learn the plays, anything along those lines. You should have brought in a veteran, somebody that you knew who could, a Jacoby Brissett or something like that. Since you let,
that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? Since you let what's the name go, and have him sit and learn and become a QB naturally, so that he could actually start this year. You just threw him to the wolves and hoped for the best because the team was good. But like, if the quarterback doesn't have time to do anything, then it doesn't matter how good the rest of the team around him is.
I actually feel sorry for quarterbacks that have to come into the league and then have to be the franchise player immediately, because we all know the game is different from both sides. And without having that learning curve, and then they hand you the keys and say, turn me into a Super Bowl, that's tough.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to you got to live with a couple of bad years. If you're going to go that route, ownership has to be patient. Peyton Manning was 1-15, 2-14 his first season. He had something like 15 interceptions, 12 touchdowns. I mean, his first season was really rough, but then he progressed steadily, and he became Peyton Manning. Not saying J.J. McCarthy would take that route, but if he had sat for a couple of years, it wouldn't have hurt him. Just to sit behind a quality quarterback.
Okay. Who starts? If we were to go right now, is it Kyler?
Kyler.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy.
I feel like depending on how Kyler plays tells me whether or not Justin Jefferson demands a trade this year.
Minnesota's doing whatever they can to try to stop that from happening, because that's the whole reason why you go try to get Kyler Murray or try to figure this whole situation out, is because there's not a lot of quarterbacks available for you to go grab to like help give JJ what he needs without trading or drafting. And if you're drafting, you're starting over from scratch. If you trade, you have to give up the assets that probably would help JJ. You already have to replace some wide receivers that you've lost already. So this is one of the make or break years. I agree with you, where Minnesota has to make a move to make him happy, or it's going to be.
He's going to get traded to the Bills.
Nah, the Bills just picked up somebody.
Yeah, they got
which is
DJ Moore.
a great segue. Yeah, shout out to Chicago. I don't know what Jamel was talking about earlier. Chicago's making great moves. The Bills did just swing DJ Moore, and Keon Coleman is on the clock. Keon Coleman got
that
the text.
is a great move by Chicago. Calm down, sir.
You're not even Chicago no more. The team moved to Indiana. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
That's true.
They're still the Chicago Bears, all right?
Y'all
they have not moved.
Y'all the Freddie Gibbs Bears. Y'all the Michael Jackson Bears. Who else out there?
The Winston Duke Bears, the Avery Brooks Bears.
Y'all might as well change to the Hoosiers extended.
The Janet Jackson Bears.
Wow.
That's the team I like to be on. But
bring it back.
They're still the Chicago Bears. All right? Keep it clean.
Yeah, y'all ain't in Chicago no more. How far y'all away? Y'all, Indianapolis is little brother.
Wow.
Y'all got this year. That's it. Actually, last year was it. Really, y'all had no excuses.
I beg your pardon.
Buffalo, no excuses.
Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo, absolutely.
Yeah. Nah, they have absolutely none.
Not see
because by this time we got to start pointing the finger at Josh after this.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say. I don't know about giving any more excuses. You ran out of excuses when you had the clearest path to the Super Bowl this past season.
Man, that was it. That was it. All your big brothers that usually pick on you are gone.
That's your white savior, though. You know.
Yeah,
that's your MVP. You know.
Yeah.
Look, man. Keon Coleman is on the clock.
He been on.
I still think DJ Moore, while great, I don't know if he puts them over the hump. I don't know if that's enough to even take the division currently, because I personally believe James Cook's year, he played above what he was supposed to do. I don't know if you do that 2 years in a row. I don't know if you have enough right now to beat the Patriots.
No.
They have a number one wide receiver in DJ Moore, but I don't think it puts him over the hump.
I'm still mad at DJ Moore, so it might take me a little bit to not sound like a hater, but the way that you alligator armed that last pass against Green Bay still hits right here. It still hits in the chest, bro. But he is a great addition. Do you move Keon to the other side, or do you just set it up as more of a DJ Moore Shakir, and then if Keon shows up, Keon shows up?
I think you got to put him on the other side because DJ Moore's your deep ball threat. So you gotta put him on the other side so that way he can be your option on the inside. Keon, get some weight this summer, baby. You about to catch some balls in the middle.
Yeah. Put him in the slot. Put him in the slot and see what you do.
You're about to get some real receptions this year, but it's gonna be in this little box right here.
Shakir started off as a slot receiver, so it would only make sense to move Coleman over, just put Shakir back in the slot. They made Shakir the number one because Keon was messing up.
Yeah.
Like, dude had bricks for hands, so But start him back in the slot. And that's a lot less pressure on Shakir, too. You don't have to be the man.
Yeah,
You know,
it'll be
it's
less
DJ
pressure
Moore
on
time.
Keon, too. If Keon got DJ on the other side, it'd be less pressure for him.
Absolutely.
Nah, you about to see Keon be traded for a third, fourth round draft pick if he don't step his game over. He about to be sent for a can of Frankenbeans, bro.
Yeah. No, I ain't saying he ain't got to perform. I'm just saying it's less pressure without him being the number one wide receiver. Hopefully, he can find his little moment within that offense.
The situation was so bad. Shakir was never supposed to be more than the number 2 option at best. The fact that he became a number one should guarantee him at least a decent contract upgrade. 2, it reminds us again, elsewhere for sure. And then 2, Keon, look, I know Bodega said Johan Dotson is a no-name, but that's what you about to turn into. We can at least revive Johan. Because Johan was a highly touted draft pick. Keon was also a highly touted draft pick. You had the swag. You came in, did the press interviews, right? You were rolling in to jump on the wave of an MVP, and it didn't pan out. I retract my statement. 5th or 6th round pick is what you look at. If you don't get it, you don't get it together, my guy. You know
they gonna cut him. What you mean?
Oh,
they just gonna get rid of it to get the money off the books at a certain point.
If you get cut, that's even worse, man, because he was a 1st round draft pick. That's even worse. Okay. I guess we have to get to it. Tua signed with the Falcons. We released Kirk Cousins, which just the blunders that Atlanta is doing at the QB position needs to be studied. It really does. Right? Paying Kirk Cousins the amount of money that we paid him coming off an Achilles injury was insane. Then you go draft somebody that's had at least 4 ACL surgeries
on both knees.
On both knees, just for him to go tear his ACL again. He did it again, right? Then you go and pick up, because we knew Kyler was going to get cut. This is what bothers me the most, right? You and I talked about this last week, Gabe. We already knew it. I told you Atlanta was going to do something, but I thought that they were going to go the Kyler route. You didn't tell me. I was hoping. And while I've been on record saying that Kyler and Tua are the same person, I was stretching in the, opportunistic that you go with the Call of Duty player versus the one that apparently was initiated into a gang just by getting tackled enough and was throwing up every sign that you've seen. Right? Kyler is the first blood GD Crip that I've ever seen run around on that field just based on the way his fingers twisted. Cool. And you put him on a 1-year deal, vet minimum, got you. Miami has to pay the other side. All of our QBs are injury prone. I need to see a 3rd string. Unlike Bodega, though, I am happy with the Darnell Mooney release, because if you remember how many drop passes he really had this past year, you feel me? So getting Johan Dotson for a lower deal, because Philly did hold him. Johan Dotson was the number 1 option going into Washington. He was supposed to take over for McLaurin, right? Speedster, great deep ball threat, solid. Allows Drake London to move around a little bit, or you could move him into a slot position while Drake London still becomes a deep ball threat. You have options there. Austin Hooper, I don't know. Something tells me we're going to trade Kyle Pitts. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know.
It's bad.
Real bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Okay. We can get something back because we know James Pierce is going to jail. I just
got one. You've got one good thing in your life in Atlanta, and that's Kyle Pitts.
I thought you were going to say the Wings.
And see, this is what I'm saying. If you get Kyle Murray on a vet minimum, you can replace the Call of Duty with Magic City. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
You can do that. You could put the play sheets on the Magic City menu. You know what I'm saying? There's some things you could do. What are we doing with Tua?
You got a QB that told us on camera, in public. Remember how y'all were saying at F1 that you were allowed to say whatever you want? You could talk about people. Got you. I know there's rules in the NFL. There should be a rule that stops you from getting in front of the media and saying that another man is a better man than you, like he did with Josh Allen. Like going up there and saying that, oh man, he's just a better QB than I am. What? Who hurt you? Who hurt you, man? He not even prepared. That's the thing. He's not even allowed. That's a fact. That's a fact. He's not even allowed to go to the strip clubs. That's how lame he is. They kick him out. Tua can't even get the pass to go to Magic City.
And so, like, we also talked about the left-handed thing. Like Jamel brought that up, right? You said, well, they're both left-handed. If you got a QB, either one of them start. Wide receivers don't have to adjust nearly as much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hear that, but like, I don't hear that. I'm lying.
Stefanski, look. Stefanski, as you know, his play calling ain't the greatest, so you had to make sure you had the quarterback with both left hands, so that way if one gets subbed out, the other one can get in there and call the same plays.
Like, he went from Dylan Gabriel to Tua Tagovailoa. And I can't even be mad because Stefanski over here was also the same one that took the bet on Deshaun Watson, who's another left-hander. Maybe he just has a thing for left-handers. That might be a Stefanski thing that we're
Deshaun ain't lefty.
Deshaun ain't lefty.
No, he just lefty when he grabs on one of the women in the
Astaghfirullah.
He's left-handed, whatever.
Astaghfirullah.
He ambidextrous when it comes to that, bro.
Astaghfirullah.
He ambidextrous, bro. Man, they did pick up Austin Hooper. I'm not mad at it. It didn't gain anything, but that's also what indicates to me that is like Kyle Pitts may be on the market. I don't know. I don't know what we go for with it. You still got Bijan. The offense is there. It's just we shot ourselves in the foot with the Kirk thing. So this is just fruits of the labor. But you could have got Kyler. We could have went for Geno. I would have taken Geno.
Stop it.
Geno would have taken Geno Smith, would have taken Jacoby Brissett, would have taken Kyler Murray. We could have swung for Malik Willis. I mean, shoot, we already wasted money on Kurt anyway. We could have swung for Malik Willis. We could have did something. There's something that we could have did other than signing Tua.
Tua didn't want to sign Tua.
Y'all in bad shape talking like this. I'm watching real pain on this screen. Right?
Tua didn't want to sign Tua.
Tua gonna take him to the playoffs, and then you're gonna regret everything you said.
And do what?
Huh?
And do what?
Huh?
Lose in the wild card?
Get a concussion.
What do you mean? And do what?
Y'all just angry, man. You need
yes.
Yes.
You know? Yes.
Exactly.
Did you see what Shanahan did to us in the Super Bowl? You seen that, right?
I
run the ball twice.
That close. You were that close.
Carolina's currently better than us.
Ooh.
The Saints are a couple pieces away from being better than us. We have all the talent and still became the bottom feeders of that division. That is insanity. Arthur Smith, Blank. Burn the whole thing down. You don't deserve Mercedes Stadium, as beautiful as it is. You don't give me the message at the top of the season after you fired our black head coach and then turn around with Stefanski and Tua Tagovailoa talking about we should be doing better for the city. Y'all expect better. We're meant to be winners. And then you pick him up?
It's nothing.
They have a whole debate on whether he can win when he's not in the sun. That's a real thing about Tua.
It's nothing but brothers in Atlanta. Okay, I was gonna say the N word, but I know your mom's watching. You know, it's nothing but us in Atlanta. Okay, you brought in a white coach that had a black QB controversy, and you brought in Tua.
Quiet is kept though. At the same time, that's probably why you can't go for Kyler because of what Atlanta looks like. Abe and I actually talked about this. We know how Kyler grew up. We know the area Kyler came from. It don't look like us. It might have some speckles. Like, when you cook up some eggs and you drop the pepper on it, there's still too much.
That's crazy.
If you just went like a quick dash, that looks more.
That's crazy.
It looks more like Kyler's upbringing, right? So I don't know if he would have fit. Call of Duty is supposed to have a whole campaign that's supposed to be in North and South Korea coming out this year. That sounds like a psyop in itself, but that would have distracted him. I'm with you. Jacoby Brissett would have fit better. If we were just going to have a holdover year, I would have taken Jacoby. I would have taken Kyler.
Jacoby would have been great. Jacoby would have been a great.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Who else got it? Geno Smith. Y'all was hating. I got to get this out. Y'all was hating in the group chat. Y'all told me I was wrong, and I'm here to collect my dues. Y'all say he wasn't going nowhere as a starter, and the bum Jets took him.
I mean, there's still a chance that he doesn't become a starter. There's still a chance he's not a starter. They go draft somebody else. There's still a chance.
I don't know what's going on with them personally. I don't know what's going on with them.
Can I ask the floor? Would y'all go back to a place that cut you for getting slit in your jaw?
Yo, he deserved that though.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Nah, they gotta release me. Personally, if I'm Geno Smith, just release me, bro. I'd rather sit out. I'd rather sit out for you than be back on the Jets. On the Jets.
Listen, man, he deserved.
The Patriots just returned to power, and now I got Buffalo, and y'all. I sucked because of y'all. Nah, cut me. Bro.
That's crazy. Because when he left, he only had to deal with Tom. You come back to a conference. When he left, Buffalo wasn't even in our conversation. When he left, you were better than Miami. When you come back to being a worse bottom feeder is insane. You might start though, but that's like you thinking you could beat the case, so you don't take the plea deal. You go to trial.
They still get 20.
You lose. You lost bad.
You still get 20.
I have faith in Geno. Geno said himself, the Jets are getting a better quarterback than the one they lost when he left. So I trust Geno. In Geno, I trust.
A better man? Like a better
QB. A better QB.
No, like a better man, like the growth inside of the spiritual and all that, like a better man for sure. I'm happy for him. But we're not going to sit there and act like he's a better QB now. Just dirt as he left when he came back.
I might have to scroll up in the group chat, Jamel, because I can't remember if you were trying to jump me with Abe and Ed when I was talking about Geno.
I don't believe I was, sir.
Okay, you might not have, but I know for it.
I wasn't in this.
You and Ed both tried to jump me when I was talking about Geno. Both of y'all did.
That wasn't me.
Nah,
that text bubble was from somebody else.
nah, buddy. I wouldn't wish that upon somebody though. Going to the Jets, what's the equivalent? Because Charlotte upgraded. What's the equivalent? Is that going to Sacramento for the NBA?
Washington.
Nah, let's go into Atlanta right now.
It's going to Washington.
Going to Washington.
Okay. All right. I see now. I see.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I see.
Where, if anywhere, where does Kirk Cousins end up? You can't tell me you don't get signed because I saw Phillip Rivers come out of retirement. So if Phillip can do it, anybody can do it.
He could be a Jet.
With Geno?
The Jets?
He's better than Geno.
He is better than Geno.
He could go to the Raiders.
He could.
Ooh, they're going to draft a rookie.
Mendoza. Yeah. Yep. That's a good move. I like that. Be more of a – he could go like – if we're looking backup quarterback, I want him to go to like the Chargers.
I don't think he wants to be a backup though.
I'm sure he doesn't want to be.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with it now. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Go ahead and be that.
Yeah, she don't want to be.
Be that veteran backup, brother. That locker room presence, you know.
Yep. We had a different stage and era for Kirk Cousins right now.
Go ahead, hold that clipboard.
Yeah, I need some Gatorade, player. Like that might be the move.
How many years? I'm trying to think of another option. You might be right. Is Vegas or bust at this point? Is Vegas or bust at this point? Can you go to New Orleans? Do they have enough in show to guarantee him the starter?
You sure do. Show is the starter. I'm not banking my bankroll on Kurt right now. I'm just not. There's enough talent in the league. There's enough going around. I'm not banking it off of Kurt right now.
Okay. So we do still have some free agents out in the market. I'm gonna just read off what looks like to be ranked as the top free agents. I don't want to do all the linemen because I don't know if everyone is extra familiar with it, but we got Juwan Jennings from San Francisco. Mm-hmm. All right. Stephon Diggs, depending on how that trial goes. We don't know.
It's a wrap. He'll get another job, but like it ain't gonna be where he want to be.
You don't think?
Nah.
You don't think? You don't think? Okay. Joey Bosa.
Crazy that he's still available.
You know, Joey Bosa. Come on, we'll take you in. Was he the MAGA brother?
He is.
Dang.
That's the one from San Fran, right?
Yeah.
Yep, he is.
Dang. I would say Atlanta, but never mind. Never mind.
Y'all got enough issues as it is.
We got enough issues, man. I don't know, man. We can't just start a riot in the middle of the football team either. Is Aaron Rodgers coming back?
Oh God. My biggest thing with that, bro, is I'm ready for that to be over. I know we probably still got to deal with him for another couple of years, but like, and I mean couple of years, I want that to be done with. And no offense to the dude, like he's been a great quarterback in the NFL, but it's a long drawn out story that just feels like we're not going nowhere with.
Fair enough. Deebo Samuel.
I think Jamel has something to say on the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Oh, my bad.
I think Aaron Rodgers should stay. There's the familiarity of having worked with the head coach before, but sometimes that's not a good thing. If you didn't have a good relationship, even though you did well on the field, it doesn't mean you had a good relationship with your head coach. So I was thinking maybe he'd stay in Pittsburgh, but
Tomlin left. You talking about the coach that replaced him?
Yeah, not Tomlin. McCarty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a long, drawn-out story that just ain't really going nowhere. I think he's still competitive enough to be a good quarterback in the NFL. He's better than some of the bums we've been talking about before, but like I just don't see it going anywhere.
Fair enough. Okay. We'll keep y'all updated as far as what else happens in the NFL. Boo Tua is how I'm going to end this segment as far as I go. Do y'all have any less sentiments when it comes to NFL football?
I would just like to say, Montgomery, thank you for your services. Good luck to you, Houston. We got Isaiah Pacheco, so it's a pretty good, backup because it's hard to shine when you got Gibbs. Montgomery is a great running back, but it is really hard to shine when you got Gibbs.
That's tough for Pacheco too, because you went from being the guy and a pretty highly touted running back to backup, bro. You went from a champion in Kansas to man, that's tough. That's tough. But while we in Michigan, before
where did he go?
Houston.
Where did he go, Ray?
He went to
He
Detroit?
went from a champion to what?
You're not setting me. I'm not doing this. I see what you. I see your trap card.
He went
I
from
see
a
your
champion
trap
to what, Ray? Where
to
did
a
he go?
lion. You went to a lion. You went to the other silver and blue.
The non-champion, the unchampion, if you will. Got it.
We both were sitting at home last year at the Super Bowl. So what you talking about?
Yeah, but I didn't sit at home every year.
No, we got ours out the way. You gave yourself hope so you could get smacked in the face. That's cool.
Your entire fan base, even the 100-year-olds, have never seen a championship. Not a Super Bowl. Not a Super Bowl. They've never seen one. I've seen a Super Bowl in Chicago.
Rudy, you see it? You see this right here?
But I was just wondering where he went. If David just said he went to Detroit. I just wondered
where he went. You know where he went, dog. Just shut up.
I'm minding my business.
I appreciate this because what we haven't brought up, Rudy's been absorbing information, right? We trying to get him into the NFL. He says he's been studying, he's prepping. Do y'all have a team recommendation for him to dive in? He's a natural Cowboys fan, but he's a free agent.
Anybody but the Cowboys, but I'm open to everybody.
To start? Hell no.
Just give me the top three. Give me two teams to watch, and then just any team you would recommend.
Give him a dark horse team too.
But see, being a Rams fan is easy. Dark horse team, you can always be a Baltimore Raven fan. For some reason,
they have dark horse now. That's crazy. The Ravens are a dark horse. Yeesh.
Go ahead.
No, please continue, Abe.
Okay, the last one I was going to say, I don't know. I think Midwest, you could probably be like a Colts fan or something like that. That way, you don't get a lot of slack. You don't get a lot of slack from people. People understand why you watch the game, and you can understand it. But like the fun team to watch will be like the Rams. Watching New England, watching like those are like the teams that you want to watch on a Sunday by Sunday basis. But if you want to get yourself enriched and enroot with like a team, you got to find one of those that's like not always at the top. So that way, when they do get up to the top, you've been with them for a few years, and you can say, "Oh no, I ain't no bandwagon fan. I've been here."
Yep, it's a cloud up.
But not the Bears. Like that's the worst thing to beat the Bears.
Bears.
So let me tell you, there's 3 teams that I think you should check out: the Bears, and the Bears. All right, all 3. They're all in Chicago currently. They're all in Chicago.
It was good. They're all in Chicago.
So I was very offended that Abe said, "Oh, if there's a Midwest team, the Colts." I couldn't believe you said that, and I know it was a direct jab at me, and it did hurt.
It was. It
did hurt.
Good.
He could have said the Titans.
Detroit is in the Midwest, and it's crazy he didn't say Detroit, his own team. So Abe doesn't have loyalty. So if you're looking for a team to be loyal to, I would say Chicago.
I've been loyal my whole life for Detroit. The Lions, they've always been my football team.
Hey, sir. I'm talking to this gentleman.
No, you got my name in this, and I'm on the pod.
That's because I'm talking about you, but I'm talking to the gentleman.
The Bengals are a Midwest team. The Colts are the Browns are a Midwest team. He had multiple options. I might be with you. That was a jab. He did go for Indy. There's so many. There's multiple Midwest.
I have been on my best behavior. I don't know if you noticed. I've been on my best behavior all day today. Best behavior. No crazy comments. Nothing wild. Just
you have been reserved. I will say that.
Thank you. Good, clean fun.
So the Janet Jackson Bears didn't come out your mouth today.
And what did I say about it?
You had a whole moment. We saw you on the screen. We lost you for a second.
That's a team I would not mind being on.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't mind being on that team either.
Off screen that kind of did it though.
You saw how his face just he left and then he had to come back. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
If you want to see high power offense, you go NFC. If you want to see stellar hitting and defense but low scoring games, you go AFC. Right? That's usually the easy start base for someone that's just getting into the NFL. If you cool with a game being all field goals, but you're going to see some CTE develop in real time, AFC game every single time. Tune in to CBS, right? If you want to see
which conference is the most competitive?
NFC West.
NFC.
The West.
NFC West, yes.
They just throw the ball. They throw the ball the whole time.
Yeah, Seattle, San Fran, LA Rams, and Arizona. Arizona might fall off. It depends on what their QB situation. They might get Kirk.
Yeah, I need a conference where everything like
I'm with Jamel on that one.
Like the NBA West side. So I need something like that.
Okay, so
that sounds disgusting.
But if you're looking for offense, because to say which one's better is tough because the defense is so good in the AFC. It's like a I'm trying to think of the NBA equivalent. What was a stellar team that was just so good at defense in the NBA that they mess around?
89 Pistons.
04 Pistons.
Spurs. That's all that they were known for.
All of those are good examples. That's the AFC.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
I'm rocking with you.
You gonna
talk
get you
about fundamental basketball. They get it done on the defensive side. AFC.
Right. If you want to see the Golden State Warriors all the time, NFC. NFC. If you want to see nothing but pure numbers just be put on the board, it's exciting. Don't get me wrong. It is exciting. When you get a game like we get with the Seattle and the Rams when they were putting up 30-40, going back and forth. When you get a Packers and Bears like you do, super exciting. Then on the other side, you might get you a 9-0 game when we watch Pittsburgh play Houston until the defense when the defense starts scoring, that's what you're going to get in the AFC. Defense is so nice, they the offense at the same time.
But
concussions galore.
You take the under. I got it.
The NFC West.
No, sir.
The NFC West, and I will say this about the Lions also. If you're looking for a complete team, a team that can play well on both sides of the ball, like the NFC West, they've had teams that lost, 3 or 4 games, but the majority of the loss came in the same division. So they went out and dominated everybody else, but came back home and they had problems. Yeah. 49ers, the Cardinals, who could do well, I guess, The Rams and the Super Bowl champs, Seattle. They're all in the West. It is a dogfight every year out there.
Yeah, my brother's a 49. I don't really want to do that because like he repped them super hard. So I'm not trying to. Yeah.
You know, this past season was a rough season for Detroit, but the previous season, I would have thought they were going to the Super Bowl because they were a complete team. Offensively, they could pass the ball. They have a top-tier receiver in St. Brown. Their quarterback is above average. I like Jared Goff. I like them with the Rams. They had that two-headed monster. They try to replace Montgomery with Pacheco. We'll see how that works. But Gibbs by himself is a beast. He's an animal. And then on their defensive side, they can rush you or they can drop back and take the ball from you. Detroit was a complete team. Now, I don't know what happened in the playoffs. You know, they became a shit team, but they were a complete team. So I'm not going against what Ray said. The majority of the good defense is in the AFC. The majority of the good offense is in the NFC. But there's a couple of teams that are complete, and Detroit was one of them. And they do actually kind of scare me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Like in defense in the NFC West is probably where you're going to get the best side as far as offense and defense. With that being said, because that's a strong reason why Seattle won. The defense was so prevalent in that Super Bowl that we were this close to having a kicker be the MVP. We were this close because the kicker for Seattle put up what 16.
He did.
15
He was 15 of the points that we got because the Patriots defense is pretty solid as well.
No, you're right. It was 16 because they finally scored a touchdown, and then that's how
they got an extra point.
Points.
It was 16 points. Because the AFC's playoffs, we kept laughing about it every week. We knew it was going to be 9-0. Houston running around, if they didn't have CJ Stroud, Houston's defense was putting up 21 points a game. If it wasn't for CJ Stroud, we might be looking at an entirely different scenario.
Houston's defense was everywhere. When you look to see the ball was in the air or there was a player trying to come out of the backfield, their defense was everywhere. This Super Bowl we just watched, we saw two top-tier defensive teams play each other. Like, we weren't even concerned about the offense. And we love offense and watch it because that's where all the fun comes. When they do the celebrations and all that in the end zone, we're looking for all that. There was none of that because it was literally like 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Oh, but you know what? We have this really great kicker who can kick a 65-yard field goal. Like, that's all that was happening, bro.
Man, we gonna, by the time August hits, you're gonna have a solidified team. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
But in football, always take the under. Do not risk it in football. No, always take the under.
I will say this. Houston. I watched maybe one Houston game all year. They did make me some bread though, because I knew their defense was stout, and I would take the under. Like they were playing, like I was taking the under on passing yards. I was taking like receiving.
If you watch one,
I think.
Froze. I think if you take their head coach, black head coach, you've got CJ Stroud. That's not a bad team to jump onto. So it's definitely, especially with the defense and stuff now. I give Jamel, junk all the time about his Bears. They scare me as well. So I mean, they right there. They got everything they need. So it's to see them have the season that they had with Caleb Williams just after the second year. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So it's definitely top to bottom. You can pick a team and you'd be safe, bro. Just not the Cowboys.
If you want to have some fun on the pod, you support Houston. And if Houston's successful, we may not see Abe and Jamel for a while, because the fact that the Ohio State QB possibly takes them to the big game, we just won't hear from them. Like, it
won't happen. But
all that love you saw them trying to give JJ McCarthy just because he went to Michigan is going to be the exact opposite if CJ messes around and does good, man. But before we transition to basketball, speaking of Michigan, I just want to ask this quick question. Just want to see how y'all feel. Y'all both happen to come back. Oddly enough, after your man beats some of the charges. How do y'all feel? Sheronne Moore, he was partially exonerated for this, the shenanigans. So I just want to see. I just want to see.
The worst part about it was him dapping up the cop when he was leaving.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We have no awareness as a people, like at all, bro. Like every camera that's in there got a lens scoped straight on you, and the first thing you do is go, "My man." What are we doing?
That cop probably whispered in his ear, "Go Big Blue."
Hey man,
He can say that all he want. We ain't taking him back, so I don't understand what that was about.
Because
God,
why you
man.
dap up the officer like he had a part in the trial? Bro,
Don't that look like tampering, like right there, like in live TV? Like that looks like he did something behind the scenes.
Why are you in the courtroom bailiff cool? It's insane. I've never seen that before. We've never
He's
seen
supposed
someone...
to be the one to put you in cuffs if this go left. And you dap him up on the way out. Come on, man.
He didn't even hug
Go
his lawyer.
Kiss your wife first. Go kiss your wife first. What are we doing?
His wife was right next to him. He dapped up the
David, no, he wrong for bringing this up because as soon as I saw that clip, I was hot, man. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Oh man, he ain't our problem no more. He ain't our problem no more. Sorry.
I've never seen a black man accidentally do so many non-black things in succession the way that he did. Because dapping the officer is the cherry on top of this entire situation. He brought it in too. He held
they said something to each other. They talked for a little moment. They had a real moment.
I looked the officer up to confirm whether or not they were family. They're not.
Wow.
He's just a Michigan fan. That's all.
That's it. He's just a Michigan.
That's what Jamel said. He just whispered, "Go Blue," and just kept it moving. Like, nah, man, crazy.
Oh man. Well, let's go ahead and let's get to the NBA because I know this is gonna be a conversation today. I know it's gonna be a conversation today. Who want to go first? You know why we're here. Who want to go first?
Rudy, handle it.
I just before we get, because it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna be nasty work here. But just for context, my boy Bam just scored his 8th point tonight. It is the 3rd quarter with 8 minutes and 27 seconds to go.
Who he playing?
He's playing Milwaukee. Hey yo. He is 4 for 13 right now.
You're not right for this, man.
Oh man, how the mighty have fallen.
Oh, the boy fell to earth like a comet. Take the under.
You're not right for this, man.
Oh my God,
Jamel,
man.
your mic, bro.
Yo,
what's
man.
going on?
Son, no. Bro. It's over.
Oh, bro. I would have.
Yo, when he comes back,
Yeah.
That's how
everybody.
That's it.
That might be how you feel about Bam. That might be how you feel about Bam on the cool, bro.
Oh man.
Okay. So Bam Adebayo did score 83 points. He is now the 2nd highest scorer in NBA history of a game, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's a bunch of sentiments that go into this. I'm interested to see where the conversation goes, but he did score 83.
He did.
He did.
Welcome back.
I heard everything y'all said.
We heard it too. Yeah.
we heard everything you didn't say.
What? I was running. No, I was getting more water.
Nah.
That's a good. That's a slick old man right there.
Oh my God.
This guy good.
Oh my God. Are you serious? I'm dead serious. Oh,
this guy good.
Come on, Mike.
What do you? Shame on all 3 of you. Hey, whatever happened to old heads sticking together? Whatever happened to that?
You know, this guy good.
This lack of loyalty.
This guy good, bro.
Shame on all of you. You know that? You know what? I'm taking you Negroes off my Christmas list.
Homie showed us a bottle with cold condensation. Fresh out the fridge.
This one isn't. Hello? Look at that. See? I went to go get some more. Come on, man. What are we talking about, man? Why y'all trying to hate? Man. You know what?
Smooth move. I respect it.
Anyway, I did hear what you said about Bamathy, and I heard that he has 8 points, and I think that is why people are so upset about him scoring 83.
He was averaging 15. He was averaging 15 this season. It's very unexpected.
It was unexpected. But you know, Rose talking about and oh my God, I want to say Damon Stoudemire. I don't know why, but the brother from Portland,
Damian Lillard.
Lillard, thank you. I'm thinking Damon Stoudemire. Damian Lillard. He said he scored an ethical 71 points. I said, what's so ethical about it? And we're supposed to discuss it now, but I
can give you a few examples. I can give you a few examples.
Wait. You saying Rose ducking you before you get there? Hold on. If you saying Rose ducking you, you can say it out loud. You saying Rose? Yeah, you saying Rose ducking?
Oh, 1,000%. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we have it on record. Yeah. Okay. Like, is it Daffy? Is it Donald? Is it Darkwing Duck?
See, you see what David do? He be pouring the gasoline.
I'm just asking. Just to make sure. I'm just asking.
So ethical describes actions, beliefs, or principles conforming to accepted standards of morality, right conduct, or professional rules. Bam broke none of those. Absolutely none. So
I'm here for this. I'm so here for this.
Ethical scoring, he scored ethically. It's just that Washington didn't play ethical defense, and that's what the problem was. They were very unethical defensively, which is why Bam was able to score 83. For people upset that he passed Kobe, he's in second place. Like, I can't believe people are arguing over second place. Is that what we're eating at scraps right now?
I'm not mad he passed Kobe. I'm just mad that this is going to be a conversation.
Nah, you mad he passed Kobe. You don't got a lot.
Yeah.
There's a little bit.
I'm not mad. No, I told you, if someone would have passed Kobe, I would have rather been one of his like proteges, like Devin Booker, or somebody he's actually worked with where he had his hand into it to where it could have been cool. It hasn't been that long since he's passed. So like, this is something that still means something to us Kobe fans, for sure. I'm not saying that a record isn't supposed to be broken. That's the whole point of a record. Kobe went after it. He went in the MSG. He had the highest points, 62, all that type of stuff. So, like, there's a reason why those things are there. They're supposed to happen. I just didn't like the fact that we have to sit here and look at this last 4 or 5 minutes of the game with him chunking up 35-footers, missing the rim completely, hitting off the side of the backboard, and then his teammate getting the ball, turning around, throwing it back to him again so that way he could get a baited foul to get to the free throw line so that he could break the record.
So what's a baited foul? Record. What's a baited foul?
I'm glad you asked, Jamel. A baited foul is whenever I know good and well I ain't got no chance at making the shot that I'm going for. So I go into your body and I flail out and I do one of those to make sure that I can get the foul.
So you're saying the same thing that Luka Doncic does, Joker does. Lord knows Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does.
No, they're not headhunting for 83 points.
No, we can't do that.
So the difference is he's going for 83. They're going for 23. That's the difference.
Yeah, there's context. You're violating so many unwritten rules of basketball.
Like what? Which unwritten rule?
Well, you know how like when you're up by a significant portion in the fourth quarter, you're not supposed to get on a fast break and do like a off the backboard all-star dunk.
No, I didn't know you're not supposed to do that because NBA players do that.
Supposed to do that. No, they don't. No, they don't because they be fighting at the end of the game.
Wemby just did it in the game.
No, sir.
Did it in the game. What
was a game where a coach got a player bitch.
Lance Stevenson stole the ball, laid it up when they were already up 10, and PJ Tucker and Debo were in his ear, chasing him to the doggone locker room. That is an unwritten rule. There are coaches that get fined for getting on there and talking about how the team did them dirty. They be at each other's neck in the press conference. There are several ways, and you know this, so don't try to act like
the YN is
an unwritten rule.
But a fellow old head, no. I don't
wait. To also be fair, because Russell Westbrook has been on everybody's helmet when they try to go and score at the end of the game as well. He's been doing this for all this season as well. Giannis showed how soft he is to me when he tried to come out speaking against it, talking about, oh, we're just playing the basketball game. Shut up. No, Giannis, we've seen you. Like, this has been a rule of people trying to.
Giannis been at somebody's neck for that before.
Which also, that's why I made it corny, because he complains when it happens to him and then he goes and does it.
You know, but he's been at somebody's neck for that. Like that was a cornball move.
It's corny. We're not going to change the rules for new niggas. We're not doing that.
No. But he broke no rules.
No.
You say unwritten rules. If it's not written, it's not a rule.
We're talking about the unwritten laws of basketball, the stuff that people get into fights over in the league, in college, in high school, middle school,
in the barbershop.
All know these rules. Like, there's unwritten rules for being a black person. There's unwritten rules for being a basketball player. Everybody knows.
Because you're trying to argue moral versus legality, and moral wise, you know what respect is. I'm talking to you. This is for the floor. We know where the line of respect is at the same time. Like,
my man crossed the line of respect.
You're an older guy like myself. So did you see Kobe scores 81?
Yeah.
Okay, we saw Kobe scores 81. I saw Jordan drop his 63. I saw Jordan drop his 69.
You saw Will drop his 100 too. You were there.
Huh? What did you say?
That was such.
I said you saw Wilt drop his 100 too. You was there.
Look, we looked it up, Mr. Ray. We looked it up.
Yeah,
it was
1962.
I was not around in 1962, Raymond. So, with that being said, the team feeds you the ball. When you're hot or you're closing on a record or personal high, they feed you the ball. The defense, their job is to stop you. Like Michael Wilbon says, if you don't want the other team to score or the other player to score, play some damn defense.
No, the Washington Wizards are the ones that should be the most embarrassed in the situation because they allowed a person to outscore them basically by himself.
Yes, so, Washington should be embarrassed.
Yeah, they should definitely be embarrassed. This is a chip to the armor. But again, it's Washington. I don't think they care.
But you're a professional NBA player. Professional
and it's
athlete.
Washington. You might as well be talking about
they're still professionals. It doesn't matter that it's Washington. They're still professionals.
It does.
It is their job.
Okay.
I think the embarrassment pie goes something like this. Like Washington should be maybe like 40, 50%. I say 40% embarrassed out of this pie. Bam is probably like 20% of that pie. Because when you watch the tape back, it looks worse. You ever heard that line? Rewind to find is more to find.
Loaded luxuries.
When you watch that tape, there's literally a segment of the game in the fourth quarter where he shoots a three, random. He just shoots it, right? It breaks. They get the rebound, pass it right back to him. He shoots again. He breaks. He gets the rebound himself. He goes like this, like he's at the parade.
So I guess I need to put together a collage of SGA because every time he shoots the ball, he goes like this.
I complain about that too.
Of Luka Doncic, because every time he shoots the ball, he goes like this.
You act like we don't complain about these players too. We're talking about the exact same
basically, he's doing the same thing everyone does.
But do we complain about SGA?
So you're complaining about a player doing the same thing everyone else does.
No. We're complaining about you.
That doesn't make sense.
No,
we're not talking about the same thing.
It's called consistency.
Yes, we are.
If we're complaining against Shea doing it, and he's an MVP caliber player, we are 1,000% complaining about a career 16-point per game nigga not breaking a record, but making a historical moment, doing that same technique. That's called consistency.
So it sounds like you're more upset that this is unexpected.
No,
like if it was Kevin Durant,
no.
you wouldn't have an issue. If it was LeBron James, you wouldn't have an issue.
No,
but because this guy did something unexpected, you're like, oh shit, I'm mad about this.
It's the way he did it.
Yeah. Can I add an additional piece? Moving Bam to the side a little bit, moving the Anthony Davis less Wizards, which I don't like that part. Everyone's saying like, oh, Anthony Davis wasn't there. He's usually not there, so I don't really necessarily factor that in, right? Street clothes. The Heat were intentionally fouling the Wizards as a team. I give a little bit of credence though, because Bam was at least at some point trying to say stop fouling, but the Heat as a team was fouling the other team to slow the clock, which
is good teamwork. Yes. Remember that year when the very first year when Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double?
And they were
how many triple-doubles he wouldn't have if his team went all out? How many times did Steven Adams step back and just let West get the rebound? How many times did he do that? Because he's trying to help this dude do something that hasn't been done since Oscar Robertson.
So take that example, right? Yeah, because that's over a season. So that might happen, like say once or twice in a game over a season where it accumulates. Right? Condense all of those moments into 6 minutes. You would have.
It wasn't 6 minutes though. It was 48 minutes, sir.
No. It's quarter by quarter. Do you know what this looks like? I don't think you want to go.
Right. He goes.
You don't want to break down the second half.
Did you?
He went 7 for 19 in the second half.
Before we go, did you watch the game or did you like where?
Yes.
Okay,
excuse me. Okay, I win money. I watch every game.
I bet. Come on now. I'm rocking with you. I'm rocking. Yes. So when we go through this breakdown, because there will be a breakdown, don't be surprised. Because you watch.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm just saying.
I got something too.
Just be the same person. Don't be like, oh, for real?
Oh no, because y'all upset about now. It's the fourth quarter. First, it was he scored 83. Now I'm upset. It's the fourth quarter. And
we never said
it was also upset. He was
my first statement was I'm not mad that he scored 83. My first statement was I'm not mad he scored 83. It's in the way it happened. We talked about the last 6 minutes. That has been my conversation the entire time. You're the one that keeps jumping around.
I'm not. I'm answering. I'm bouncing around with you.
Yeah, you bouncing around.
Everywhere you go, I go.
You're the only one bouncing. We keep talking about the same 6 minute span, and you want to keep talking about he scored 83.
You're telling me
his teammates helped him.
You
know when people do the sacrificing. You know when people get the
I'm giving you examples. Yes. So 6 minutes.
We're talking about 6 minutes in a span of time.
Do you hear what you're saying? The game is 48 minutes. You're arguing about
48
minutes.
Because we're talking about what happened in the whole game, but then we're talking about 6 minutes where it really counted.
So why did it really count in those final 6 minutes?
Because we're watching terrible basketball happen in 6 minutes.
You're upset again about 6 minutes. You saw amazing basketball. Dude scored 30 points in the first quarter. Amazing basketball. You don't care about that. That's not
crazy. The first quarter was elite.
Crazy. That was great.
Apparently not. All right.
No, it was. Just to put it in context.
This is a separation. This is a major separation.
They don't separate the game.
What he was doing.
The NBA doesn't separate the game. They don't say, "Oh, well, he did that."
You're looking at this at a different angle, and that's fine. I'm
looking at it from every angle, my brother.
You're not. You're looking at it from your point of view.
Which is clear. It's okay. We disagree. I think it's an amazing thing. I don't care about his team fouling people. I don't care about that. I don't care about him launching shots. If I was close to passing Kobe, I'd be launching shots too. If they triple team me at the other end of the court, I'm throwing it from the other end of the court.
Yeah. This was some rec league stuff. This is somebody who had a rec league record that they saw in the corner of the board.
Like for real. I think where people are getting lost in the conversation, because it is a amazing situation.
83 is 83.
Yeah, 83 is 83. So we're not taking that away. I think where we're losing the plot is when we push back on the gimmickiness of it. So like we can say like this is an amazing game, this is an amazing performance. The endurance that it takes to even put up that many shots is incredible. However, you gotta call a spade a spade. We're not gonna act like these two things are the same. Like the gimmicks are a part of what made that happen. We have to accept the good with the bad.
That 43 free throws is insane. I don't care what game it is. 43 free throws is insanity.
Did you hear what you said? Except the good with the bad. They go hand in hand. Ultimately, it's one whole game. It's one whole game.
But you're fighting the bad. Except you need to embrace it. It was bad.
I'm not. This is very prison of you. Just embrace it. No, I'm not.
You're not embracing the cornery?
All right.
You didn't. But the circus? So you didn't see the circus? You didn't see the clowns?
Here we go. But every time you watch someone who scores, Luka had 71, a season ago? He scored 71 points. Guess what? He was doing the same thing.
No, he wasn't.
Same thing.
No.
Yes, he was. He was launching shots. No, Luka's a better shooter.
No. Go back in it. You know how close that game was?
He's a better shooter. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
that was actually a good game. It was actually a good game.
They needed those points. He wasn't up like 30.
It's Kobe's team won by 20 when he scored his 81. It was the Lakers were losing initially, but when they passed him, they blew by him. All right, that wasn't a good game.
You heard what you just said. They were losing, and then Kobe had to get to work so that way that they could propel the win. And then he still, whenever he got to 81, what did he do?
You pick and choose. You didn't hear me say when they were losing initially. Initially, you dropped off completely, just like the good part of the game.
He checked out of the game. He checked out of the game. He didn't keep going for more. He checked out of the game.
Hey Mel, let's level set this. Let's level set this. For context, Kobe, he scored 28 points in the fourth quarter. He scored 81. Only one of those points did he score when the Lakers were up 20. Comparison: Bam Adebayo scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. 14 of those 21 points, they were up 20. It's not the same.
Why is it not the same?
43 free throws.
Because his team was blowing him out. Is that what you're saying?
It's called stat padding, and we know we frown on stat.
And players do that.
Why are we acting brand new about stat padding?
Because players do it all the time. We just talked about Russell Westbrook and how his team would clear out.
And it's always been shunned.
It's always been shunned. Why are we acting new?
Because players do it.
Why celebrate this when we shun everything else?
We literally shun stat padding. For real.
Why are we celebrating this when we know it's stat padding?
Because players do it. I'm giving you the answer. Y'all just not listening. Players do it all the time.
So that makes it acceptable?
All the time.
So we lower our standards because they do it consistently.
Consistently? Yes. There's a normalcy to it. It's done all the time.
So we're supposed to lower our standards.
I'm sorry?
We're supposed to lower our standards.
What are our standards?
Not stat pad.
That 43 free throws is insane. That's my standard. 43 free throws is insane.
What, 37 of them?
No, what I'm saying
is like, free throws. You're supposed to hit them. There's no defense.
We know you're supposed to. What's Shaq's free throw average? Because Bam's a center.
And we got on the helmet about that all the time. It's supposed to be free shots out of all. I'm of the opinion of any shot that you are supposed to practice that's not a layup, that you should be a high percentage, it is that free throw line.
Hey,
so you making 37, that's what you're supposed to do.
Centers, what is their average? What do you think? I mean, I know you wouldn't know off the top of your head, but do you think that they shoot free throws fairly well? Do you think another center is going to hit 37 out of 43?
In today's league, yes.
Yes.
Joker, who else?
Wemby.
Yeah, 100%.
Wemby. So if we look at Phoenix's center, Iggy, whatever his name is, he's not going to do it. Zubac is not going to do it. Bagley's not going to do it. Claxton's not going to do it.
Porzingis would absolutely do it.
Embiid might get it, but Drummond's
Porzingis would. Yeah.
Porzingis would do it.
Carl Anthony.
Yeah. Porzingis can shoot.
So we have 10 centers out of 32? 32 teams. Because it's not 32 centers.
There's some bench players that can do it too that we just don't see.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he could do it.
Anthony Davis, I don't know.
You don't think
his free throw percentage is good?
I just said I don't know. Look, you don't think he can do it? No, I don't know about Anthony Davis. He's a fringe player when it comes to shooting free throws. But I mean, we're just gonna disagree, and it's okay. It's okay. You didn't like it. I'm okay with it.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to get to the point where I'm trying to understand the perspective of lowering the standard. Like if
So let me can I answer, because I'm kind of split on it personally, right? My genuinely only gripe is the 43 free throws. And the part of in those 43 free throws, you have the Heat intentionally fouling the other team to try to go add those points. That's where it's a struggle for me. I can understand the whole aspect of it's a team game. I understand the fact that you got 83, which is dope, because it's surprising that it's Bam when you've been averaging 15. The struggle that it seems, maybe not necessarily here, but it seems like the overall pushback, especially after we watch Ice Cube's son kind of spaz out on Twitter about it. Ice Cube's son, which I'm sorry that I can't remember his name. O'Shea Jackson Jr., right? I don't want to disrespect him and just calling someone's son. O'Shea Jr. seemed to be the representation of the whole Kobe side. Right. And bringing that up. This is the way that Kobe did it, blah, 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 which is interesting only for the fact that, like Jamel's point earlier, Kobe was the second highest to do it. If you believe that Wilt scored 100, I may not be there. There's no evidence. Y'all also told me that we landed on the moon in that same decade. Not sure. Can't say nothing about that. But in this particular game, I do think all of us at some point have stepped on that basketball court, and whether or not it is a written down rule, we do acknowledge how the game is played. Some of us are living in nostalgia of Kobe. We saw that, we were there. It's interesting to see someone score this many points and not have the motivation of beating a case. I could say that. We could keep it clean. We could have an honest conversation. We can also say that when Devin Booker scored his 70, it didn't look right. He lost. When Luka put up his points, it looked amazing because those points were needed. All those games kind of ring true in the mindset, because Devin Booker's 71 looks like Bam's 83. You were down 30. Nobody cared about the fact that you put up 70 because you were down 30. And this time you were up 30, give or take, while forcing additional fouls. And that's where it kind of muddies the water. Like, I could be in the middle of it. 83 is crazy. It also tells me that if we know Adam Silver the way that we do, it's more upsetting for me because Bam Adebayo setting the precedent for what's going to be, I would say, by either the end of this calendar year or next season, we're going to see two people hit 90 because Adam Silver's going to let this go. That's where I'm more upset. I understand y'all's argument. We about to see Cat go for 93 just because, and that's what the standard's going to be of these intentional fouls and whatnot, bro. Like, we know it's happening.
The worst part about this, and this is coming from someone who's obviously an avid Kobe fan. The worst part about this is we are arguing that he had 83 points in any scenario. Now, we're not of that because we understand 83 is 83. But the fact that he's getting hate for scoring 83, I understand that shouldn't be happening. 83 points on the board is 83 points, whether you do that in rec league, whether you do that in the intramural, if you do that in the NBA, in college, 83 is 83.
Correct.
What we're talking about and why people are so in arms is because of the conversation of him passing Kobe. We watched it. We all have the nostalgia for it. I'm not ignoring it. I'm just saying that there is a level to this that doesn't need to be. Kobe would have loved to seen his record passed up. It's not as if he was one that he challenged players every time. Right. Every year he'd say, you go get the MVP. You go get a championship. You be the finals MVP. He challenged people every single year. They looked forward to having that challenge from Kobe when he left. They probably would have hated being on the team with him to say that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, once he left, they had that challenge to go with it. So it sucks the fact that this is a conversation where we have to hate on him in a sense. But at the same time, we're not going to look at this as if it's the exact same scenario where Kobe was having to fight to bring his team back. We're not going to talk as if Damian Lillard's 70 wasn't a crazy, stat line that he had for the night. No one was out there stat padding at the end of the game the way Bam was. And that's where the correlation and the difference is being separated. Because we're watching clips and we're watching your team literally fight to help you break a record. Whereas these other guys were doing it just so they can keep their team in the game. So it has a level of that I don't like. And that's where I'm coming from. Again, 83, and I'll say this one more time. 83 is 83. Doesn't matter where you put it. It's up in the record books. We can't change it. But how you go about your 83 is why the argument exists.
If you chuck every shot and you hit 30%, but you score 90 points, I don't care. It's 90 points. I don't care. And it can be an ugly game, an ugly 83. But like you said, still 83 points. And I understand y'all don't like it. There's this morality to it. But if you broke, prime example, Ricky Davis. Remember Ricky Davis when he went for that triple-double and shot at the other team's basket just so he can get a rebound? Yeah. And they're like, no, that's not a triple-double.
Yep.
They didn't give it to him. That's an unwritten rule that you broke that people were legitimately angry about.
No, don't do that.
His own team was pissed about that.
Rules.
Even his
I was just about to say, you can't be on the unwritten rules and then bring one up. You can't.
I'm saying his team was mad. Bam's team was not. They were helping him. So did he really break unwritten rules on your team? And Eric about unwritten rules.
Oh, Jamel about to make me lose it.
We know Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is a no-nonsense coach.
What is he? Because
he is.
With this team,
Eric Spoelstra. Yes, with every team. He challenged LeBron. Absolutely.
No.
Eric Spoelstra learned under Pat Riley.
With this team, no. Them boys having fun. Them boys out there having fun. They ain't out there doing nothing.
Okay, you know what? I will give a little bit. He's a little bit easier on this team. I will give a little bit.
That's how they do it right now.
Eric Spoelstra historically is a no-nonsense coach.
Yes.
And if he thought something was wrong, he would have taken Bam. As a matter of fact, Bam, look it up. Bam asked to come out.
We ain't got nothing to look forward to this season, but you can give Bam 83 points.
Okay, hold on.
He's going to get his boy 83 points.
Eric Spoelstra is a great coach and is a great friend, and so is the rest of the team. You know why? Because Bam has to go home and sit with a confirmed winner all the time. Asia Wilson over there is a champion on a regular basis. Literal GOAT, MVP, and you got 83 points. Yeah, they're together, bro. She was in the press conference.
She watched all of
it. I didn't watch the press conference. I'm there simply
so I can win. At the game that you watched, they zoomed in on her like 8 times.
I wasn't paying attention to her. Again, I bounce around from game to game. I got the little 4 screens up, and I'm.
Oh, I got you.
Look, what I do know is he needed something to have a conversation at the dinner table.
He did.
Oh yeah,
she fresh off an MVP and the championship. she really wasn't even favored to win because everybody was on the Caitlin Clark hype train, and so you came over here.
How many she got? How many she got?
She got 4. She got 4 of them things, and you got an attempt at the finals twice, 2 losses. He has 1 Olympic gold medal and 83 points. The weight, Eric Spoelstra is a great friend. It's what he is because he knows.
He got more finals wins and 1 championships than he did in his entire career, bro.
This is like when Sheldon Williams was dating Candace Parker and none of us could understand.
I still don't.
That right there is still a mystery. We all need crack.
You let the whole community down, bro. Like, oh, Candace, come back.
Yeah, man. I genuinely believe it's like if Bam gets 83, and the craziest part about it too, you know what? Another part, it might be more frustrating because we're seeing the output of this Heat team. Bam Adebayo is a very, very capable scorer. Bam Adebayo is he's really is an oversized guard, so he's forced to play down in the paint just because you happen to be 6'8", 6'9", and Miami just refuses to go get him help, especially after losing 2 finals because you didn't have anybody else of size. So you're stuck in this position where you should be able to play more freely like an Anthony Davis. You should be able to move around more like a Porzingis, but you're in Miami. If Bam would, if it's not, I don't even know if it's so much that it's Bam. If Bam was on any other team that was playing for relevance, we'd be okay. I believe. It's still tough to see Kobe get passed up because a lot of us have sentiments of growing up and you've seen that game. But if Bam was in Houston, if Bam was in San Antonio, if he was with Boston, if he was with New York, if Cat scored 83, I'd be pissed. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see Cat ever be successful. If you trade Cat for Bam and he's in the New York Knicks, this is the highest talked about story in sports, at least until the Yankees win again, right? Because you did it in New York. It's just, I think for me, now that we're saying it out loud, is we expect nothing from Miami. We've seen Tyler Hero go from being highly touted to now there's no Jimmy. And you know what happens when Jimmy leaves? Exposures everywhere, right? And you don't look the same. So we're just looking at a mediocre team, which is no different than when Devin Booker put up his 71. It's like, y'all aren't doing nothing. So why?
I can't say that exactly, though, because I don't know how tapped in y'all been in with the league this year, but I mean, like, Miami's been on a heater for about 2.5, 3 weeks.
Rudy, do you believe Miami is going to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Absolutely not. But
okay, that's it. That's what I mean by that. I'm not saying they're bad.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying that like no. It's more in that conversation of trash, but you know, yeah, like you like you not beating the top 4 is what I'm saying.
That's like saying Charlotte. That's like saying Charlotte going on this little run that they've been.
I ain't gonna lie, Charlotte's balling, bro. They might be the best coach in the league right now.
They balling, right? But they a bunch of young players that are gelling together that looks good. But is this turning into a championship? Is this going to the Eastern Conference Finals? Absolutely. That's what we're talking about. Where is it going?
Like where are we going with 300 looks like a phantom until a phantom shows up.
You know, to David, to what you were saying, Bam is a very undersized center, and he's what 6'9".
Mm-hmm.
And remember when they played the Lakers in the championship game, and he stood next to LeBron, and they were talking about how the Lakers' small forward was bigger than Miami's center.
That's crazy.
Anthony Davis looked like he was playing with kids out there on the floor.
He did. So,
and then it happened again when they played the Nuggets.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yes,
it happened again.
Bam looked like a guard trying to guard.
This is more of an indictment on Miami. If anything, this is more of an indictment on Miami that you still haven't gotten him help.
And I don't know why they don't play Khalil Ware more.
Yep.
Because dude is a legit 7-footer and he's athletic.
And
he's a bit of a knucklehead. What'd you say, sir?
I'm just saying he's not big, so that's why you're looking at another Bam. Miami needs somebody to come in to be a physical presence. No, for sure. But they need someone more with a physical presence, and he's more of a stretch than he would be a big.
If they get him in the weight room, remember Hassan Whiteside? He wasn't the biggest dude his first year either. But he put on some weight, you know, and then he got paid, and then he retired. So,
Can I ask a random question now that you just brought it up too? I thought about this earlier. After seeing Wemby, the way that we've seen Wemby, and I understand that some capabilities are a little bit different, but seeing Wemby makes me ask, why didn't Bobo work?
I don't know.
Bobo had shots.
I just don't know.
What can Wemby do that Bobo can't?
Wemby go after it though.
Wemby's a generational, bro.
Bobo did Bobo opportunity? Because what can he do that Bobo can't? Even
when
now,
you saw Bobo play, did he look like he was getting after it though?
I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that.
That's my only fight on this one is because I feel like Bobo had the talent to be a Wemby, but whenever you saw him play, he looked like he could care less. Not to say he's not talented, but I'm just saying if we're looking and comparing it to Wemby, he looked like he cared less. Wemby was in the All-Star game trying to get heads dunked on just so that way he could prove a point. Like, I'm not saying you got to be a killer in the All-Star game to be that, but I'm saying that's the type of, like, psyche this dude is doing. He was out for a season for a blood clot, came back and was, like, picked up right where he left off. If he didn't get hurt, he's the defensive player of the year. Like, this is a guy who continually, every single time you see him, keeps getting better, and he keeps going after it. I don't know if it's a fair comparison.
I don't know if Bobo was ever put in this position. Wemby came into the league highly touted.
Right.
Bobo was never given that shine, and then even in certain moments where we seen him on the teams, they just kind of threw him in positions just to fill as opposed to utilize his talent.
Right.
Wasn't Bobo trying to be like a guard though? Like, wasn't Bobo trying to really be like a guard? Because I don't think I remember seeing him even touch the paint.
Yeah, when he was in college, he shot a lot of threes in college, but Bobo, you know, I say the same thing when it comes to football. Remember Reggie? Oh my God, USC running back Reggie Bush. Remember how dominant he was in college?
Yeah.
And then he got to the pros and found out linebackers are faster than me.
Yeah.
You know, I look at Bobo the same way. He didn't dominate in college, but he was still really good in college. But then he gets in the pros and he realizes, oh shit, centers can do not everything I can do, but everything they do it better than me. Everything. They play defense better. They're not as big, but they play defense better than me. And they will guard me out to the line. And Bobo doesn't have blazing speed. He's not running by centers the way Wemby does. Wemby gets past, and Bobo has handles. I don't know what happened.
Because
I guess he just didn't have that dog in him.
Bobo is essentially a taller KD.
I was thinking about it. He does have
he's a taller KD, because it's not like KD was especially post tear, but even a little bit beforehand, he wasn't blowing by. It was just enough to get the jumper off. At 7'3" is what Bobo is, I think. A center wasn't trying to step out. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand.
No, I understand the example that you're setting forth, because you're talking about the same like outline. Like, you're talking about this looks just like this, but why is this one so much of a monster and this one isn't? And I honestly believe the mentality that Bobo had was he was trying to be like a 2-guard. And not to say he couldn't be like a KD, but like the way he played, if you saw him at Oregon, he was trying to be a 2-guard.
But quiet as kept for the first season and a half of Wemby. Wemby was trying to play like a 2-guard.
Look at him now. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like, and I'm not saying that Bobo definitely did not have the opportunities that Wemby's had. So we can definitely agree on that. Like, there's something that happened in that situation. But as far as presenting him and giving him the opportunities and then what he did with them, I think two different outcomes. Because Wemby has progressively gotten better, even with the situation that he's in, where he has been handed the keys, but he's turned into a completely different player than he did just a year ago.
Yes, absolutely.
Wemby also went to monk school. I think that was the separation.
Hey, Bo, baby, you know what I'm saying? That buzz, you know what I'm saying?
Wemby came back with the firmest Vegeta widow's peak and doesn't care. No, he's a different person. What I will say as well, I will say this. Wemby did go to a franchise that is known for the internationals. If Bobo went to San Antonio, which they could still pick him up, I just want to toss it out there. You could still scoop him. You could still scoop him.
You don't want to, though. You don't want to, though. Because when Wemby came, the league not the league, but several teams tried to give Bobo that look like, hey, Wemby's doing it. You come here and do it. And it was just the same product.
It didn't go.
It was the same product. He was like, oh, they brought me here to shoot this 30-footer. And it was like, no. Like, you have the link.
Like every other.
Get to the interior. Block me a couple shots on the fast break. Like, what are you doing?
That's every other 7-footer, too, because Mo Bamba, I think he's in Utah now, and he's used sparingly. Fine makers out the league. You know, these are other 7-footers who are supposed to change the way the game is seen, and they didn't change anything.
No, they didn't grow either.
They didn't.
Hey, you know what? Is this a light skin versus dark skin thing? We can say that. we can be honest, bro. Is it light skin versus dark skin, bro?
If that's the case, Victor turning it around, because that stereotype is supposed to happen the other way.
No, but you can make him the face because he's brighter.
Oh, he's the new era. Okay, I guess
you can make him the face. Nah, I've wondered that question because every time I watch Wemby, I genuinely do not know. Even the other French dude, Star in Washington, who's starting to develop this year, and I'm looking at him and I was like, again, what is he doing that Bobo can't? Right? Yeah. Like you telling me a team like Washington or Sacramento couldn't scoop him? I understand what you're saying with the attitude, because I did pay attention to that as well. But it's like I'm looking at it as I've seen worse attitudes be accepted right now.
I think we were getting into the Bobo deep dive.
No, because it was one of them. I got a slew of random questions. I usually write these down and save it for the pod. But this one, just because y'all had mentioned something about Wemby, and it spun my attention, or my thought process. But yeah, I look at that. I was like, man, somebody, because we see KD. It's the same build, just slightly taller. You know, he's
But
more healthy than Anthony Davis.
But come on now, but that mentality, KD will break you down from here all the way down to the post. He'll hit you with a fadeaway. He will get all the way to the line. He does not care. Bobo, I'm telling you, watch the film. This man is literally sitting on the 3-point line like this.
Anthony Davis doesn't even play.
Yeah, but when he does, he shifts him out.
He does. Yeah.
When that boy plays, he shifts a lot.
Fair.
When he's healthy, Anthony Davis is one of the best players on the floor. Period. Bar none.
Okay. Fair. Now, it's been a while since we've had the pairing of Rudy and Jamel. Abe and I have been giving our NBA predictions for the last couple of weeks. Jamel, you did a few weeks ago, but we haven't had Rudy here to contest or anything like that. We're still trying to predict. We do it weekly. Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals, and who's going to be in the championship. And since we did it last week, because I don't remember if anybody's missed a game, if the league stops right now because of 65-game rule, who's MVP?
Oh, that's over. That's over with.
Defensive Player of the Year. And then the participation trophy of Offensive Player of the Year, because whoever's not MVP and gets second usually gets Offensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So you saying it's over? You think I'm assuming you're saying SGA is the
he pretty much shut the door. But that performance he put on against Golden State and Denver back to back, like
the Denver game was crazy.
Oh, bro, he didn't have his number 2, he didn't have his number 3, bro, and he still dogged them, and he was doing step back threes, which is like the one thing that we're like he don't got in his bag as a go to, and he like effortlessly.
Mm-hmm.
If that's real, if that's not a flash in the pan, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
You don't know? You don't think that was just a flow state? Is that what the young bulls call it?
I mean, he might have been in the zone, might have been in his flow state, but regardless, like it's the fact that he's so. Bro, I saw something. I think I put it in the chat the other day. Do you know this nigga SGA is literally shooting 51% from 2? 51% from.
That's what post players are supposed to do whenever they have a high percentage.
Come on, bro, and we
not
know
high
there's a
contested shots. Yeah,
like, it's not even close, bro. Like, I know Stephen A. Smith is on his Jaylen. He's trying to get back into good graces with Jaylen Brown, you know, because he snaked him. So I see what pull off, but like we don't believe you, bro. Like
we got the tape.
We have to. Like Jaylen Brown is not competing for the MVP. The only competition was literally Wemby and Joker, and Wemby, I think he missed too much time or is about to, and Joker missed too much time. Wemby's out tonight. He's not even playing right now.
Right. But Shai's not far off from potentially missing it as well. That's why we asked this question, because all three of them, Wemby, Shai, and Joker, are all like within a 5-game range.
If Shai don't get it, they give it to Bam. It's over.
I was gonna say I think Bam should get it.
Clear, bro.
I'm in the Bam camp.
Clear. Oh,
you by yourself.
You know what? Actually, while we brought that up, I just thought about that. You know what really came to my mind when Bam had that historic moment? Y'all remember when Don was like the had the most threes in the league?
Who?
Exactly. That's what it felt like.
Wait, who?
Donyell Marshall.
Really? I didn't know he let
That's a name.
Remember Kobe hit 12 threes to tie, and we were like, oh, everything's right in the world again. You know, it was like it made sense. And when Bam did that, I was just like, he's Donyell Marshall. That's all I kept thinking. You know what the equivalent of that would be? Not to get on the tangent, but it would be like if Buddy Hield passed Steph and Clay in most threes in the game. It's just like, all right.
It's not a bad comparison.
Bam is Donyell Marshall.
I think Buddy would be. I think we would expect that more from Buddy than we would from Bam, because Buddy's a great 3-point shooter.
But if Buddy did it like Bam, we would have a problem too. And I think that not to circle all the way back, we can get back to the MVP and all that stuff. But that's the thing. Like y'all trying to make this a Kobe fan issue is lazy. Like Devin Booker is the reason that this even happened, because he set the precedent. He was the one that cracked Pandora's box. doing that filthy 70-point game that nobody respected when the league was trying to figure out, is Tatum the next Kobe? Is Booker the next Kobe? And y'all cracked the door open. Y'all let this nigga do that shit. Stat pad his way up to the last 12 seconds, trying to get 72 points. He missed the last floater. I know the tape. I watched it. It was disgusting. Same way we were barbecuing that nigga is the same way we barbecuing Bam, bro. But y'all let that nigga slide. And this is what happened. And yeah,
I didn't know you could smell the hate also. I can see it, I can hear it, but now I can smell it.
What, for Devin Booker?
But back on Bam. But with that being said,
they're cousins.
I do think Jaylen Brown does deserve some votes for MVP. He does.
Sure.
No one expected Boston to be where they are. No one expected Boston to be this good. Nobody.
2 votes.
All right.
2 votes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we got to put a number on that.
Yeah, 2 votes.
I didn't say how many votes. I didn't say he should be at the top. I said he deserves some votes for MVP.
Like
because
place.
I beg your pardon?
Like second place vote? You think he should get a single first place vote?
Absolutely.
Over Wemby and Shea.
I said Cade?
First place vote. I'm okay with that.
Cade?
Listen.
Oh, well,
look at Wemby's team. Look at Wemby's team and how they're set up. Wemby's team is set up for success. Very few injuries. Very few. Look at Boston. Jaylen Brown. Most people don't consider Jaylen Brown to be the best player on the team. They consider Tatum to be the best player. There's a reason why they traded.
What? Wait, whoa.
Absolutely. Hey.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Just hear me out.
ESPN
Tatum is considered the best player on the team. There's a reason why they traded Porzingis. There's a reason why they got rid of Holiday. They thought that they were going to tank. That's why it was a whole money-saving thing. Mm-hmm. Jaylen Brown, mind you, Peyton Pritchard stepped his game up. Derek White's actually having an off year, if I'm being honest with you.
Right.
But
I didn't mean to jump on you. Look, let me just interject real quick. I didn't mean to jump on you on that one because obviously, as basketball fans, we know Jaylen Brown's better than Tatum.
Facts.
Now, the world likes Tatum more, and they want him to be the face. But we know that of the two,
because he's
Jaylen Brown is a better. Yeah, exactly. The sex appeal. We see
not
it.
intimidating.
But he is. Yeah, I got you.
Tatum is more skilled than Jaylen Brown. Don't get it twisted. Jaylen Brown has that dog, though. Jaylen Brown will do
both sides.
Everything Tatum won't do. All right? And then some. So I like, I'm not going to say he's better. I will say I like Jaylen Brown a lot more. I do. But the fact that Boston is in second place currently behind Detroit in the East, not just in their division, in the conference, I think he does deserve at least a first place vote. I think he does.
Okay. That's a good argument for it.
I'm not mad at that. Jaylen Brown does what Jason Tatum can with one hand. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. Cade is playing with Tobias Harris, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
I love Cade Cunningham.
And Isaiah don't show up Stewart because we all know he may be at the game or he may be in a fight. So
you doing this with a known crash out on your squad, bro. Like, Cade
doesn't even sound good enough for him.
Bro, Duncan Robinson is your starting 2 guard. That is enough.
Come on, man. I'm sorry. Like, despite the trade, Jaylen Brown still is playing on the championship caliber residual team. Cade is doing.
Let me tell you, it's not just Cade. We got to give JB Bickerstaff his props too.
Oh yeah,
the winner in Cleveland. They fired him in Cleveland. He came to Detroit. He said, "I'll win here too," and that's what they're doing now. Cade, you can see the progression every year with Cade Cunningham, but it helps having a good coach come in and coach the team up. And you're right, he's a crash out. Jalen Duren, mind you, he's one of the few dark-skinned Jalens I know, but maybe that's why he plays so good too, because you got to prove a point. But Jalen Duren is a great rebounding center. He kind of reminds me of a less defensive Ben Wallace because he'll get every rebound, and he's a better scorer. He's just not a great defender.
It's a good example.
And we also have to add, man, Cade came back from what's a pending NBA investigation and Malik Beasley just dropping that ball the way that he did. And that, you know what I'm saying? Because they were pressuring well to end the season last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jalen would be fifth to me. I'm not mad at that. I understand what Shai's doing. I'm also the way that Shai is scoring is also the way that I'm watching, because y'all are talking about his 2-point percentage. That's what you expect from posts. That's what you expect from post players. Jokic's assist is what you expect from guards.
For sure.
You know, if you are averaging 13 assists a game, he's doing the triple double numbers, and I guess because we got so accustomed to Westbrook doing it that now the new triple double king kind of looks normal, but it's not normal for your center to have 13 assists per game, and none of the what were the words we were using earlier, immoral or rule breaking, none of that.
Unwritten rules,
unwritten rules, yeah. It's clean.
The other thing too is didn't we not we, but didn't the league kind of get tired of seeing Westbrook break that record too?
Yes.
So
yes.
It does wear off quick. Like for whatever reason it is, triple double ain't good enough, but like it does wear off quick. So the new shiny toy right now is Shai. He is leading a championship team, but he's also doing it at a very high level. His efficiency is crazy. And he's got the team still jumping at the same level that it was last year. And last year was scary. So the fact that they've been able to still continue that same success, I think is why he will continue to be the front runner. Unless Jokic has a good little 40, 10, and 10 run for the last month or so of the league, it looks like it's going towards Shai.
I don't think that's fair, though, to use the OKC game, because we know Lou Dort has been intentionally trying to hurt Jokic every time they play each other, man. I don't think that's every time they play, bro. Is Dort sliding into is he worse than Dylan Brooks now at this point?
No,
absolutely
no.
Not.
You stop that.
Yeah,
you stop that right now. You stop that right now.
Hey, that's something else, man.
Worse than Dylan Brooks.
I'm not saying Dylan Brooks deserves an MVP point or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But look at what Phoenix had last year, and look what they have this year.
MIP,
look at how well they're doing this year.
MIP, most improved. I give him a most improved.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. I was gonna say the team did better, but even
his stat line for sure, most improved for sure.
My boy was putting up 20 nightly.
Yeah.
With Grayson Allen. No, okay.
Another Lou Dort.
Because Lou's going for the knees, man.
Yeah,
Lou's going for knees
Grayson
and face.
Kicking you wherever.
Yeah, you know what's a trip compared to a torn ACL? That's what I'm saying, bro. There's a difference. Okay, Eastern Conference Finals. Who y'all got playing? If the league, if you were to call it right now, we got a month and a half. A month. Yeah. Who y'all got in the Eastern Conference Finals?
I got Boston, Detroit.
Seems like the safe route. I respect it. I
don't believe in Cleveland, and I don't believe in the Knicks. I can't do it. Cleveland, I was with them until they lost against Oklahoma without Shai and Jalen Williams.
Cleveland is the 08 Hawks.
Yeah, it's nasty, bro. I can't trust them.
Okay, Jamel.
I might have to go Boston, Detroit also.
It's a safe pick. You can't be mad at it. It is a safe pick. You don't like it though. I don't hear it in your voice that. So,
I want to go Miami because Bam, but I'm gonna go Boston, Detroit.
Is there a glaze filter I can turn off? Where are we?
I'm hoping I'll be accepted in Miami.
That's it. Yeah. If there's a city you want to be, yeah. No, I wouldn't be mad at that.
It's not a bad choice. It's not a bad choice.
Not too many better places to go.
Abe?
Yeah. I'm sticking with Detroit Knicks.
Who?
Knicks.
Oh, whoa. Okay, so who you got the Knicks beating in the semis to get there?
Boston.
Ooh.
With the return of Tatum?
Yes, sir.
I don't think the Knicks is a bad choice. Tatum's not fully healthy. We don't know if he'll be fully healthy the entire season. And the Knicks have the pieces. Like they're all-stars basically everywhere. Jalen Brunson, excuse me. I love Josh Hart. He does all the little things that you want done. And you never know, he can get you a triple-double any night. It'll be a low triple-double. Mm-hmm. He's basically Draymond Green triple-double, 10, 10, 10. I just get it right there. And you know, but he does it. Anunoby, am I pronouncing his name correctly?
OG, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at the power forward is really, really good there. They're very athletic. I like Mikal Bridges. I do.
Yeah.
Cat scares me. He's the only thing that scares me.
I don't believe in Cat. Yeah, I don't believe in Cat, but I
is.
believe in everybody else. And I think they got enough to get past Boston. And the reason why I picked them over Boston is because of Tatum not being 100%. I think that is going to play a part when they get deeper into the playoffs, because he's going to be called to be old Tatum, and I don't know if he's ready to do that. So because of that uncertainty for where he is in his rehab and for where he is, you know, right now, just coming back, I don't need it to be a Brown Tatum problem. You know what I mean? So like for me, I'm relying on the Knicks to have Brunson and them handle business and, you know, get past Boston. So that's why I'm still kind of rocking with the Knicks right now.
I'm on the side of Detroit and Boston. I'm questionable on Boston only for the part of we're not sure where Tatum goes. In a separate group chat where Rudy's homies tried to jump me like I was crazy. For all I said was, I think his mans had asked, was Boston a championship contender without Tatum? I said yes. As you've seen me on the show, been saying he tried to get me out of here like, nah, that's not correct. And I was like, I said they were a contender. I didn't say they were going to win, right? But I edge Boston simply for the fact the same way I don't believe in Donovan is the same way I also don't believe in Cat. I saw Cat in pressure moments against even the Pacers last year, and it's like you still are showing the Minnesota you of not knowing when to let go of the ball. Like you turn into Westbrook at the worst times. When I need you to get a triple double, cool. When you need when you're needed first through third quarter, amazing. Then all of a sudden I see you trying to do a tween from the 3-point line, like you're not 7'2", and you don't already have the size on whoever's guarding you, and then it's a quick turnover in the flop. And that doesn't disappear. And you can't have that against a Detroit team that's locked in. You can't have that against a Boston team that's still kind of gelled. And that's what scares me about New York. You will, until it happens, will never see me bet on Donovan Mitchell. I understand James Harden is there. I know James Harden is accused of having a questionable playoff history himself. Fair. One thing I can say about James is, despite all that, he's seen the finals. James Harden has seen the finals. He knows what that's like. He's had some questionable losses with Houston. Got you. Donovan Mitchell's never made it past the second round. So until then, kick rocks, big dog. I'm sorry. You've made the playoffs every single year of your career, and you've never made it past the second round. You are the problem. You're the common denominator.
He was a 1 seed.
You come on. That's what I'm saying. You can tell me it's Utah. No, you had Utah with the defensive player of the year multiple times. Didn't make it past the second round. That's on you. You gave us all them flashes when it was, what was it, him and Dame, or was it him and Jamal Murray going back and forth during the COVID?
Him and Jamal Murray.
Right. Murray was hooping.
Murray was hooping.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it. So that's where I'm at on the Eastern Conference. I think Pistons are locked in, but at the same time, what's kind of scaring me about them is the Pistons might also be the team to be upset for me. Yeah, because they would be reaching heights that they haven't seen in a while. I know they are mentally tough, but it's also different we all know if the way that they're playing now is super physical. If we get anything like the playoffs we saw last year, when we saw the whistle kind of mellow back and they let them play and people get to hit back, hey, Isaiah, if you crash out, you won't be able to play in a critical game 3 or 4.
Detroit.
I don't know how many techs he has too. Like as far as the tech count, because Draymond's always verged
because you can get kicked out of the game. Yep.
You feel me? So I don't know where he's at on that scale either, and where that's going to play out in the playoffs as well. But that's going to be a thing. So
So what I'll say with Detroit is they're high risk, high reward because they haven't been there before. They have the number 1 seed. We all know being the number 1 seed doesn't guarantee you to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's with Cleveland. We've seen that with the Utah Jazz team. Like you have been there before to where you've seen a number 1 team just completely get annihilated in the second round. Or in the first round, you have Golden State knocking out Dallas. Like there's things that happen that where you see a team and you go, they've got the pieces. I don't know if I trust it, though. Right now with Detroit, I think I'm still on the edge of trusting them because we've seen them be physical and we've seen them be, like they don't back down from the big teams and all that other stuff. But as far as it goes of like experience, you don't get experience until you get experience. So this might be one of those teams where they get to the Eastern Conference Finals and lose, but then they have the foundation to then help them, progress in the next year or something like that. We won't know until we see it.
And one other thing scares me about Detroit. Who is their number 2? If something happened to Cade, who's going to step up?
Yeah.
And that scares me.
And that's why Cade is probably higher in the conversation for MVP than we think.
One caveat I would say for Detroit, their litmus test is going to come from what does JB Bickerstaff do when Duncan Robinson gets played out of it? Because that's going to happen. In the playoffs, they're going to come around where they're going to play this boy off the court, and you're going to have a counter move.
Yeah.
You don't get experience until you get experience is definitely something I expected Jamel to say, not coming from Abe. I'm not going to you don't get experience till you get experience. It's definitely something I would have expected Jamel to say.
Abe's an old soul, man. I don't know why
he is.
We should be best friends, Abe. You know that? We should be best friends.
We're friends, bro. What's wrong?
No. See, again, you're not hearing what I'm saying. We should be
I heard you.
Best friends.
Nah. Your mind go way too far out.
I was just telling my girl, like, when I get to California, me and Abe are gonna be best friends.
Yeah.
His mind doesn't go any further than we're used to seeing from the Michigan Blue. Y'all should be best friends. With that being said, Western Conference.
I'm true blue, Abe. I'm true blue.
Western Conference, where y'all at?
Right now, San Antonio without Wemby is stumping Denver.
I was going to point that out too.
The game's gotten closer. They were up by, I think, 20 points, but they're up by 9 now. San Antonio is. I never count the champions until they're out, till they're gone. So OKC's got to be one. And I'm going to go with San Antonio for my other team. So OKC and San Antonio.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah.
It's the only bet.
Right now, absolutely. I mean, it's hard to argue it. I'm all in agreement. I'm both of those teams.
Same
because they're best friends. Right on.
We have a Step Brothers moment. Do we just become best friends? Yep.
Yep.
Rudy, you with OKC and San Antonio?
Clear. I don't even think it's debatable, bro.
Clear is interesting.
The level of I honestly low key have San Antonio winning the chip this year. I'm gonna be real with you. I think they're
not a bad take.
I do like.
I don't want that for David though, but that's not a bad take.
No, like David, for real. Like,
I don't want to hear him.
Remember when I told you that the Lakers for sure were throwing a parade this year?
Yes.
I think San Antonio would have the legitimate one for the chip.
We're still throwing a parade. It's from LeBron leaving, though.
Yeah, that's what that was first thing I said. Yeah, was first time I came on here. I was like, Lakers are for sure throwing a parade for LeBron leaving, but San Antonio's gonna get that chip, bro. I really believe. I don't see anybody in the East that could really get them, bro. Because like I see Boston making the finals. I don't think Detroit has enough experience if they match up. I don't think they got the horses though. I think Tatum would get run ragged in that series, bro. They're fast, they're big, bro.
You know what's crazy? The dark horse that I'm like worried about in that whole series is Dylan Harper because I can see him just eating. Yeah, him and Stephen Castle. Obviously Castle's like a front runner, like you see him coming. But the person that you don't see coming is the one that usually hurts you the most. And that's why I see Dylan Harper coming in being that person, and I'm sick about it.
Not
Three rookies in a row. 3 rookies in a row from San Antonio.
Man,
they're doing good.
With what Abe said earlier, you don't get experience until you get experience. San Antonio has no experience.
That part.
So, that could bite them in the butt later on.
Yeah.
Especially if they play someone like Denver or OKC. Both of which championship teams, a lot of experience, most of their players still in their prime. Either one of them could knock out San Antonio, but I think San Antonio is a more complete team and help.
I agree with you. I think OKC would definitely still win the series, but I think Wemby would die, and it would be a 7-game series, and Wemby would literally die to try to make it to where they would win.
I've been on record here with Abe and I the last couple of weeks. I don't have really much pushback to anything that y'all said, if any at all. Outside of the fact that I still have Houston as an upset team to crack.
You've been solid on that.
Yeah. And the only thing that I've been watching them recently that's really going to be their exposure, and it's the clear separation between them, especially record-wise, between them and OKC. Şengün is terrible on defense, bro. They are hunting him religiously, man. And you can't be that type of problem in the playoffs going against a San Antonio or OKC. You might, because I've been on here saying that they might catch San Antonio slipping. Is why that I would have them beating them. I don't think they could catch OKC slipping, but you can catch San Antonio possibly off guard with maybe 1 or 2 games that are pivotal, and then happen to pull one off, because I do think Houston gets at least 2 off of them, right? But Şengün, bro, my God, he looked like Luka. Man, they are just, and I'm talking about soft pick and rolls. He's not even looking to screen, or I'm sorry, he's not looking to show. He's not looking to shadow. He's not trying to slip it. He's not trying to do nothing. He's just, body contact. I'm by myself. Dang, they scored. Crazy. And he's just running back down the court, man. Like, you can't. And if they mess around and catch one of those teams slipping, because if you end up in a situation, I don't know right now that anybody catches San Antonio. San Antonio's second in the West, right? But they got an 8-game on Houston, so I'm pretty confident that that's the lock as of right now. 1 and 2 is locked in for the seeding. I don't know if you're Houston, do you try to move on OKC side of the bracket? Do you try to wiggle over to
avoid Denver at all costs? They have to stay away from Denver.
Well, okay, Denver, the Lakers, and the Nuggets. I'm sorry, Denver, Lakers, Rockets, all 40 games, right? So they're a game away from everything changing at any given point with them. You might, because you do want to avoid Denver, and
you have to.
Yo, Şengün is Joker's son, bro. Every time they met, I took the under yesterday. It clear, easy. Like, bro,
I don't want to play Minnesota either if I'm Houston.
You sure don't.
I don't want to play Minnesota either if I'm Houston. So right now they be playing Minnesota. I don't want to play Minnesota either if I'm Houston.
Minnesota. Come up for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like you. Would you rather? I can take the loss to Jokic versus. We've been hyping up the Thompson. Both of the Thompson twins are doing incredible for their respective teams. They are very pivotal pieces in that team. I don't know, despite the dog that they have in them, if their dog can outbark and bite Anthony Edwards. I don't know that right now.
Ed gonna try to fight KD.
Come on, what?
So he gonna be headhunting.
Like you went from looking like a pit into more of a French bulldog when he show up. And I'm not saying they'll back down, but Anthony Edwards being that type of person is going to be on 100 every single game makes it a little bit difficult, where a Şengün, you're only as strong as your weakest link. Let me throw some old head sayings out too, since Abe doing it. You're only as strong as your weakest link. And if Şengün's your weak link, that is a problem. I would want for a situation to allow. If we all have the same amount of wins, I would let Denver get 2 on me, and I play the Lakers and smoke them. If I'm Houston, that's a good scenario. But that's where we're at with it. Okay, so then
Minnesota would be my dark horse in the West. And
okay.
Philadelphia, if they got healthy, if they had Maxey and Embiid, and even though Paul George is no longer Paul George, well, he was never playoff P, even though he went by that name. But if they got healthy, I think Philadelphia could actually be a problem for a lot of teams.
Okay. Okay.
Any team that's on a podcaster is a problem.
Okay. So as we wrap up, I got 2 questions to end the pod for y'all. Keep 3, cut 5. Shout out to What's Real Pod. This is what's inspired this question. These are all sports scenarios. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Keeping, cutting.
What's up? Whoa.
We go one by one. You don't know what it is till I read it. I just wrote them down in random order. You keeping, cut. Keep 3, cut 5. Game 7, okay. NBA Final.
Go.
You keeping, cutting.
Yeah, we got to make a decision now. Ooh, I wish you wouldn't have started with that though. We keep 3, cut. Game 7. Have there been any good Game 7s lately?
Pistons in OKC Pacers in OKC was just last year. Game 7.
No, you said finals, right?
Game 7 NBA Finals.
Yeah, but that was a letdown though. The Kings kind of.
I'm cutting it because it's too early. We're cutting.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it.
Okay. March Madness.
Well, hold on, Mel.
Keep it. Sorry, yeah, Jamel.
Oh, I forget, Jamel. What you? Game 7 NBA Finals.
Oh no.
I mean, we both said cut. If it's a 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah, if it's majority,
we did beat them. But I'm just saying.
So y'all chose for me. This is Trump's America. Thank you.
It's a majority vote.
It's a democracy, Mel.
I can write it down. I can write it down separate. It's okay. Okay.
It's all right. I'll go with them. I mean, they're making me.
March Madness.
Keep it. No conversation. I'm keeping March Madness.
I'm gonna let Mel call it so he don't feel like I'm boxing him in.
You should have been doing this the entire night, Rudy. We like the same age almost by like 10 years. You older than me, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it also.
Yeah.
Okay. Game 7 of the NHL Finals.
It, bro.
Kevin Shinobi, you a whole samurai.
There's some good games, man. Good grief.
Okay.
I don't like hockey to the playoffs, but I'm with you, Abe. Cut.
World Cup Finals.
Cut.
Yeah.
All right.
One.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all 1 of 4 right now, right? Game 7 of the World Series.
Keeping that.
Keep
it.
Keep. Unanimous.
At the NBA, I'm surprised at you.
I don't even watch baseball
because we didn't know what the other ones were going to be.
Yeah,
that's fair.
It was too early.
It was too early. Okay, I know there's one that you. Okay, fair. Olympic 100-meter finals.
Ooh, how many do we have left?
How many Olympics?
No.
How many of the list do we have left?
1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 6.
Yeah, so we can only keep one more.
So it's this one or the next one, basically. He's gonna be a jerk and leave the last one for good.
Y'all have only kept one.
No, we've kept 2. We've kept March Madness.
Okay.
And World Series.
Yeah.
So we have to keep one of these last 2. But I'm saying he's gonna be a jerk and he's gonna make the last one a really good one.
Oh, it's 3 of them.
There's 3 left, including this one. There's 3 left. So you got the Olympic 100.
I'm cutting it.
I'm cutting this
one. College football championship.
Yep, I'm in.
Gave it.
I'm back.
So
I'm back.
Not. This is not for Ray. It's for you two brothers.
No.
Wait, before we answer.
Yes or no? It's yes or no.
The Super Bowl. That's going to be one of them.
Yeah, I'd rather watch the college football championships than the Super Bowl.
Can we drop one and pick up a different one? Can we do that? I'd rather watch the Super Bowl than watch Major League Baseball World Series.
Super Bowl with the commercials or just the Super Bowl?
The commercials weren't even good this year.
I'm not a commercial guy. I just watch the game. I don't care about commercials.
All right, come on. What are we doing?
I'll let y'all call it, bro.
What you want, Jamel?
Ray, can we get rid of the Major League Baseball one?
Y'all unanimous. That was the only unanimous one that y'all had. Like y'all all in unison.
Look, first of all, this was like assault level questions. We weren't ready for it. We weren't prepared. All right.
There's only one more.
Abe lost a finger. Rudy aged 10 more years. Like, dude, we didn't know.
There's only one more.
I'm still intact.
All right.
I'm staying with my answer.
Cut it.
You want to cut it? Let's cut it. Cut it. Good.
That's tough because the last one is not what y'all thought. It's the X Games.
I fucking hate you. You know, Abe said you're going to try some BS like that.
See?
It is not the X game. It is not.
Come on, bro. I'm logging off.
All I saw was
I promise you. I promise you that's the list.
Hey, Ray,
all right, we want the football one back. We want it back.
I promise.
I said keep it. Y'all talking about nah.
Bro.
Because it should have been a Super Bowl.
You know he was about to do some tomfoolery like that, man. Come on, X Games.
I had faith in Team Light Skin, and that was a mistake on my fault.
The Super Bowl is too obvious, man. Of course you keep the Super Bowl. No, man.
You can never trust Team Light Skin. I realize that. Thank you.
I'm out of here.
Oh my goodness, man. That's how we ended right there, man. I appreciate y'all popping out today, man. This is the Keep It Clean Show. Y'all follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. It's at the Keep It Clean Show. I appreciate everybody that popped out. We did a TikTok live today, guys. We did a TikTok live. Shout out to Jamel, Legion of Doom. What's your other name on TikTok?
The LOD.
You know what I'm saying?
The detective. I'm changing from the common detective to just the detective. Because I got to fool everybody on sports, on women, on law, on everything. So I'm just the detective.
Yeah, I'm sure we had a large amount of people that jumped in because you. So I appreciate that, man. But y'all know where to find us. Like I said, one more time: YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at the Keep It Clean Show. That was a great conversation, fellas. We had a lot this week. Man. But we'll be back. We had a crossover. We had Bodega. This will be dropping soon. Abe's mom, I love you. I appreciate you looking out. My mom, I also love you too. We've been being pressured recently. So shout out to y'all. Jamel's mom, go ahead and give us a watch.
Please don't. Please don't. Abe has a potty mouth, mom, so please don't. Sorry, Abe.
Listen, all the Rudy's family.
The one they gotta worry about.
Give us a watch. Man, we'll catch y'all next time, man.
Please.
Every time you see me, I keep it clean like a coaster.